nothing.
Go on.
Cut this out. Or maybe not.
Nah, leave it. Let it roll.
Let it roll, baby.
Bit of ASMR for you. There was only a little one, bro. I subdued that.
Did you? It actually sounded like you were holding it back a little bit.
It hurt a little bit.
Did it? Oh.
Yeah, it's like brought another one up.
G'day, mates, and welcome back to another episode of
Sorry.
Your Mates podcast. Well, actually, there you go. All three of your mates.
No, that was me, bro.
Oh, that was you again.
Dude, that
Jesus.
sounded chunky at the end.
Yeah, I thought I was going to spew.
Are we the first pod to open a pod with some burps?
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe we get
And almost a spew.
maybe we get Lowrider done in burps.
I reckon do it by the end of the pod and we'll start projectiling at the same time.
Dude, I smashed some curry before I got here. And
Oh.
that's why that burp sounded bad.
I like that. I like that yarn. We'll get onto the intro a little bit later, as normal. I was going to try to spring it on us a bit earlier, but we'll get into it. That's a good yarn, mate. Curries, boys. We've got different types. You've got Indian, you've got Thai curries, yellows, greens, reds, all different colours.
All of them.
If you have to pick probably a top curry, what are you going?
Am I buying this or making it?
Let's go. You buying it?
Oh, if I'm buying it,
All right, Chef Brad.
I'm going.
What do you-
goat vindaloo.
I knew you were going to say beef vindaloo.
You thought I was going to say beef?
I know you. What'd you say?
Goat.
Yeah, I know you like vindaloo though.
Love vindaloo,
He
bro.
was going to say goat vindaloo regardless,
Yeah.
because I reckon he makes a mean goat vindaloo.
No, I've never cooked goat. I want to try though.
I've never even seen raw goat. Jace, your go-to curry, mate?
I don't like Indian curry that much.
What?
But I
Not
do.
even a good butter chicken?
Nah, butter chicken's the fucking worst.
It's a bad curry, bro.
It's so shit.
It's for people who don't like curry.
Yeah, literally. It's like how they make California rolls. Like Japanese make California rolls for white people.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what butter chicken is from Indians to white people.
I totally agree with that.
It's a white person curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big California roll guy either. But
If I'm going for an Indian curry though, it's tikka masala.
Yeah.
And if it's my all-time favorite, it's probably Thai green curry.
Tickle your what?
Tikka masala. It's great.
I love a good ticker. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go. I'm going to go a little bit different, but I would say butter chicken. Butter chicken's my go-to.
We just
I already knew
Coles-
that.
We
Coles-
just whiteboarded and that's why he's going with
Bro,
something
Coles
different.
do a mean one. You can chuck it in the microwave, 3 minutes, and they're about $8. But if I go to my local and they're all gone, I'm going to be blaming your mates. But it is definitely a go-to. I get that, and it doesn't come with rice, but I get a like naan bread with it. Wolves, munch that up.
Yeah, garlic naan.
Cheesy garlic
Cheesy
naan.
garlic naan.
Yeah.
Yeah, have to. Thai curry. I think I'm going to go. I have to go green curry.
Yeah, it's the shit.
Yeah. I think all the Thai curries are good, but yeah. I'm more of an Indian guy myself.
You know what's good though is massaman and a pad thai. Combine that shit together. Beef massaman, chicken pad thai.
I'm not man, I don't like pad thai, hey.
Yeah, I'm not, too much peanut shit, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I'm not I don't like the like all the.
And
Might as well drink a bottle of peanut oil.
and I don't like the noodle in it, bro.
Nah.
It's always fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to get a good one. That's the thing. Like I've had pad thai before as well, and noodles have been real thick and fat and a bit weird. But if you get a good one, a couple of local Palm Beach ones is right up our alley.
You'll have to write them down for me.
Yeah.
Because Anna, she's a pad thai connoisseur, but I'm not. I'm just can't get around today.
Well, when we do 3-hour pods, you probably won't have time to. But if we can wrap it up a little bit earlier, there's a good one down the road. You could always try and grab some on the way home and take it home to Anna and become the king.
Actually, you know, how you asked me if there was any feedback.
Yeah, mate.
You just jolted a memory from Lucko up in Mackay. He actually said, "Can you fucking make the pods shorter?"
Ooh, okay. All right. I'm for that because
But in saying that,
we need to. Yeah.
He ran a marathon on the weekend.
Was it Sydney?
Marathon? No, he's in Mackay. I think I mentioned that.
Yeah, but you can still travel to Sydney to do a marathon. So
not straight from Mackay, mate.
Oh, you can't?
Anyway,
Yeah, okay, no worries.
Yeah, anyway, he ran a marathon and he was listening to the Ned Brockman potty while he was doing it, and then he got bored of it, and so he put us on, and he said it helped him, it motivated him.
Yeah.
And he got he didn't get, I think he was doing the half, and he got to 16 Ks, and he said he quit because he got hungry.
Wasn't because of us talking.
No, he
Okay.
said that was getting him through. Yeah,
He would have quit at 12 Ks in if we had not had your
if we
mates.
weren't doing 2.5, 3 hour podcasts,
Well,
mate, he would have quit at 10.
That's funny you say that as well, because I've got a client of mine and he goes for his walks on Sunday. So I've been purposely making these 2.5 hours longer just so Marky Mark walks a little bit further each Sunday.
On your Marky.
Nice.
Let's go, mate.
Alrighty, boys, that's going to cue us to get into our intro. G'day, mates. Welcome back to another episode of Your Mates Podcast. A big shout out to our mates over at Brouhaha Brewery.
Hey.
Oh, it's because I'm reading it, bro. Brewery. Go ahead and follow them over on social media, Instagram, Facebook. They are the fuel. They are the lager that fuels the pod. And gets us yarning every week. The boys have looked after us with, mate, these coasters. I have mine. I know you boys leave them here. Oh, see, I still call them coasters. Coolers, these can coolers.
Yeah.
I sit down, whenever I sit down and have a beer on the weekend. I've never been a big cooler guy, but since getting these, all for them. They keep the beer cool and they're just comfy.
Do you
Snug.
You just called it a can cooler. Do you still call it a stubby cooler, regardless if you're using cans or stubbies?
To be honest,
I don't know, maybe because I grew up in pubs and everyone just called it a stubby cooler, but I'm always...
because I don't even call them stubbies.
What do you call them?
Bottles.
Bro, if you come to my house and ask for a bottle of beer, you're getting it yourself, bro.
You want a can or a bottle?
Yeah. Hey, Ben, do you want a beer out of the fridge? Yeah, bro. Can I just have a bottle of the Brouhaha?
You know what happens? You actually get bottled.
Yeah. That's the only way you eat. That's the only way you consume it is from around the side of your head.
Try the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, I'm stubby cooler as well, bro. I actually haven't heard anyone before Ben call them a can cooler.
You know what ones are
Your
a
mates
bit,
first.
You know what ones are a bit much though? The metal ones.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the styrofoam inside.
Yeah, or it's got that like fucking soft foam inside.
What are they, Yetis?
Some of them are Yetis. Yeah, I had some Heineken ones that they did ages ago. We had like a big box of them they did as a promo.
Yeah.
And Dad's like, oh, take some of these. I'm like, oh, yeah. I fucking used it once, trying to pull the beer out of it after I had actual stubbies in there. And after I tried to pull the beer out of it, it was like suction. Oh, bro. It was like,
the in or out? Oh, yeah.
fucking fuck this.
What about the ones
more
that had
ASMR.
what about the ones that had the bottle opener underneath?
Oh,
the VB
The
ones?
old VB ones, yeah. I've got some of those at home. They've actually got the blue styrofoam in them.
That's the ones.
Yeah. Yeah,
Old
that was the
school.
shit.
Yeah.
But back to Brouhaha as well. Again, they are the lager that fuels the pod. And we are tonight drinking. Well, I'm starting on a mid. You guys are on the fullies.
Fully.
But these are some great tasting beers, and they do the job. I must admit, last week after the pod, I got upstairs and I was feeling the brouhahas.
Well, yeah.
I think I had more mids than I had fullies, but yeah, these are starting to get to me.
So the theory stands that they've mislabeled them and the mids are fulls and the fulls are mids.
Well, the ones that I'm having, yeah.
Or the fulls are fulls and the mids are fulls as well.
But I guess,
Yeah, that's it.
but yeah, at the end of the day, they taste great. They taste like, an easy drinking mid beer to actually consume, and I'm not a big mid guy either. So thank you to Brouhaha for shouting out your mates to the lager and the merch. And again, guys, if you want to head over and follow them on Instagram and Facebook, they have a website as well, brouhahabrewery.com.au. They are up in the Sunshine Coast, so if you're in the local area, you can go check out the breweries. And they have also They've also got some stock over at Star Liquor Labrador.
And you'd be interested to know, Ben, actually, Georgie let us know over the weekend that they've had to make a new order because they're selling.
Restocking.
Shit.
There you go. So the first lot sold out.
Making a dent, boys.
So,
Get into
there
it.
you go.
Boys and girls.
Was that not even after a week?
So thanks to our mates
Yep.
getting in, obviously, and getting it done. Love yous.
Hopefully get them into some more stores on the Goldie then.
Yeah. And again, one of the best ways to do that is go to your local stockist or bottle-o and ask them to stock some Brouhaha, and they'll be able to order it in for you. And then that will just give us more chance of seeing it in the local stores.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, boys. Talking about Labrador, you guys watched the UFC on Sunday, which we'll get onto. But I got a video in the group chat. Labrador, Stabrador, and there was a bit going on with a raid down the road from where you guys were watching the fights.
Yeah, well, we were out the front. We're actually filming a taste testing of some of the Brouhahas that Georgie left us, and we noticed a little bit of a
Brouhaha going on
a
up the
little
street.
bit of a Brouhaha down the road. Poke my head out the street, and I see a Bulldogs flag flying high.
And that's the house with
And-
the Tigers flag, Benny. After
Yep.
they put it up after they beat Manly.
Yeah,
That's
and,
where Peter Golf lives, eh?
on the same fence, Tigers flag.
I think. Well, there's
What
a
a
couple
combo.
of them that live there, but they got falcons and shit, bro. And like they'll fucking. He's like fucking cunts are always speeding up here and like chatting to me one day, and I'm just like, oh yeah. And I fucking come around the corner. I'm doing like 20, like I'm going fucking slow to pull into my like out the front of my house. And he's just like, fucking slow down. I'm like, cunt, it's not a fucking mechanic shop, bro. You got a driveway and a shed there. Fuck off the road. Like, they've always got the doors wide open,
Yeah.
wheels off, fucking shit going across, like hoses and shit going across
Bro, I
the
swear,
street.
every time I come to yours, I get eyeballed by those fuckers.
Yeah,
like I'm driving
fuck.
down there, like, who's this motherfucker in our street?
They can smell
They
you
start
from
grabbing their
kilometre away.
grabbing for their fucking knives, you know.
You got two BA Falcons, bro. That when I pull mine out, they're always like, "Whoa." It's like, yeah, fuck off, champ.
Yeah, they're looking at your wheels, bro.
Yeah, probably.
You reckon they're watching the UFC, or were they watching finals footy and just?
I don't know,
Or is that a regular occurrence?
No, it's literally the first time ever that we've had that we've had police.
There
in
was
the street.
undercovers there and everything.
Yeah,
I think I saw one with a Tigers jersey.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you wanted to expand on that? Anything else that you saw?
No, we didn't see much else, man. Just a couple of undercovers. I think they were trying to take those flags down, to be honest.
Maybe that's what it was. Disturbing the peace.
Yeah, you can't have two shit teams hanging on the one fence, mate. Pick one.
Oh, that's a good one. All righty, boys. The next part, we're going to move on to swooping season. Now, everybody knows my PTSD that I've got with plovers and so. But Jason, you had any run-ins lately, or
Nah,
any
not
throwbacks?
not lately. There's been like signs up like where I've been working and shit for like watch out for swooping birds, and you're like, oh yeah, they're not going to do anything, and they don't. Like I think I sent a video the other day. Like literally walked up to this plover and he just like puts his wings out, does nothing.
Yeah, you
Typical.
power walked over, bro.
Typical fucking coward, does nothing. Dude, they do less if you run. Like I don't know, I don't understand where the fear comes from with plovers, honestly. But one of our mates, Bailey, renowned fucking fear of butcher birds and magpies. I think butcher birds especially, but magpies
And
as well.
mayonnaise.
And fucking hates mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Oh my god, don't get me started. But like he hated getting swooped or like any of that sort of shit for ages, bro. And he's like, nah, look, it's looking at me, it's gonna swoop me, and it's literally not. It's chilling, looking for a feed. Anyway, so he sends me a video last week, and like just the thumbnail of it is his face with his nose like got a cut on it and like blood dripping down his face.
Yeah.
Got swooped by a butcher bird twice and cut his nose. He's
Oh,
like,
shit.
and he's like, a fucking cunt was going for my fucking eyes, and I'm like, holy shit. I was
Those
like,
butcher birds are way more aggressive, though.
what's a
eh?
butcher bird?
They're like a miniature magpie.
yeah, a little bit different coloured, and they make like a fucking and they like fucking
Oh, yeah, they're tiny fuckers.
yeah, they're savages.
Yeah.
But this old bloke I used to work with at the golf course trying to tell me the name of the butcher bird. So he reckons when they used to kill, like when they'd kill a mouse or fucking something like that, they'd go and hang it on a fence, wait for it to die, like a butcher.
Yeah,
And they'd
right.
hang it on barbed wire fences. And I'm like, pretty sure butcher birds have been around a lot longer than barbed wire, but I'll go with that story because it's fucking cool. And I'm yet to see a butcher bird do that.
Yeah, neither.
But yeah,
Sounds cool.
I'm friends to butcher birds. I always feed them and shit. You throw shit up in the air, bro, and they're always catching it and
Same
stuff.
local. Like if you
Just walk around with peanuts in your pocket or something.
Bro,
No, if I'm
they
having like
eat
smoko
meat,
or something and they're coming around, you can just throw food to them. But
If you're scared of your local magpie, though, you just fucking go out there with some mints or whatever, man, and just fucking throw them a bit of food. You
They'll be
become
your
friends with them, bro.
and they look after you, bro.
And then when their babies are born, they teach their babies that you're a friend, and then fucking for years to come, you'll never get swooped.
Yeah.
I don't like that idea.
Kill them with kindness, bro.
My theory is that they can sense it's not even fear though. Like I don't have fear of them. It's just like I don't want to be fucking swooped.
That sounds like
Sounds like you're scared to be swooped.
yeah.
It's like nah. It's not scared. It's like come at me, cunt, because I'll start swinging.
Oh.
I've swung at birds. I think I've mentioned that on the pod. And if anybody's walking past, they'd be looking at me, look like air swinging. I've never hit a bird.
I was sitting at the lights
Not
the other
yet.
day. I hadn't actually seen any swoopy boys getting around at all. And I was sitting at the lights and this truck pulls up next to me and I look over at them and they're like all laughing and shit and pointing at this dude. I look over and he's just standing there and I'm like, why the fuck are they laughing at this guy? I look back at him and it must have just been like bad timing because every time I look back at the guys, they're laughing their ass off again. They'll look back and old mate's just standing there. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, what? Why do they find this so fucking funny? Like, this dude's just standing out the front of fucking KFC. Anyway, I'm like, fuck it. You know, maybe they know him or something. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see him just start sprinting. He's like across the lights, like he's got the red man, you know, don't walk, and he's fucking just going fuck it. He's just sprinted across this fucking busy intersection, trying to get away from this magpie. Is just fucking pecking the shit out of the back of his head.
It was getting him.
Yeah. Oh no, they don't, bro. When they're like chasing from behind, I don't think they get you, but they click their mouth. They go. And you can hear it from ages away. It sounds like they're getting you.
The hairs on my neck just stood up when you did that.
Yeah,
You know
like
when
this.
have you seen them when they're like getting ready to swoop and they fucking rub their beaks either
Yeah,
side of the power
they're
line,
sharpening,
like I'm getting you, son. Like this thing's ready.
Yeah.
I'll just be walking the dues and all of a sudden, like I've got my headphones in or whatever, and then just all of a sudden out of nowhere, I just feel like wind past me. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And it'd be one, I don't know if it's a butcher bird, but they've also got yellow beaks. These little ones that have got yellow beaks. I don't even know these motherfuckers swoop.
They're probably minor birds, bro.
I don't even think that they're meant to swoop, bro. But they see me and my dog, bro, and they can sense that fucking that nervous
That fear.
come at me,
They're
cunt.
like, the
You know, it's like fight or flight. I'm ready to fight.
I actually got to
Also ready to flight the fuck out of there.
I think fight or fright.
Yeah. I've actually got a good swoop story, actually. When we went to Toowoomba to play our grand final for AFL a few years ago, this oval in Toowoomba, there's all these big pine trees around one corner of the oval.
Yeah.
And this magpie's like swoops the shit out of everyone, right? So we were standing there watching the first game that was on, and there's like the whole team standing there, and then there's one guy in the middle who's bald. His name's Donga, and he just shaved his head to skin for the game, for the grand final. And out of the whole group, bro, it just clicks the whole top of his head, bro, and puts this big cut on the top of his head.
Yeah.
And he ducks and nobody else moves. And we're like, what? And he's like, fucking magpie cunt. And he got this big cut on his head. And we're like, holy shit. So we all moved. But then when the ball kept getting kicked like through the post for a goal or a point or whatever, and it would go over the back fence, the ball boys were too scared to jump the fence to go and get the ball because the magpie'd start swooping.
Yeah,
him.
that sounds like a fucking savage one, bro.
Yeah.
Two questions there. Was his name Donga because he was bald head and looked like a bit of a mushroom tip?
Nah, I think it's because he's got a weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Got,
why we call Dill
Big Donga Dill.
And
Yeah.
the second take on that is that you know how magpies get attracted to shiny objects?
Oh, yeah.
He's got the glizzy head, bro.
Yeah.
Just saw the sun beaming off his
shine,
Donga
yeah.
head.
It could have been, it could have been that.
Yeah.
Well, the only one who got swooped was him out of the whole group.
Yeah,
he was
that's
the only
what I
one
mean.
with the shaved head. So,
Yeah.
but
That's funny as.
Well, talking about shaved heads, boys, I was thinking today, it was just a random thought that I had. I actually, I didn't realize that Maltesers were called Maltesers because they had malt in them.
Yeah.
I thought that they were called Maltesers because they looked like Maltese men.
Wait, did we talk about this once?
I don't think so. But that is
Have we?
That's a racist.
nah,
racist remark.
I got Maltese. I got a Maltese friend I've been friends with for ages, bro.
Thick as
blackest.
say you were Maltese.
No, thickest, blackest hair you've ever seen.
Really?
Had to go. Fell out when he was in year 12. and now he's bald. His dad's bald. His uncle's bald. They're all fucking bald, bro. But all hair, all got like full body beards, you know?
Yeah.
And like he came to school. He had sideburns like a little bit past his ears and a 5 o'clock shadow. He shaved the night before. They took him to the office. He came back and he had all these little bits of toilet paper like stuck all over his face. This is in year 8, bro. So he's 13. What? And I'm like, fuck me. I was like, what happened, bro? And he's like, they made me shave. I'm like, Jesus, like, would you shave with a fucking piece of glass? Like, and he's like, nah, they gave me a bar of soap, a bowl of water, and a 3-blade Bic razor. Ooh. And bro, because his hair's so thick, using one of those little shit razors, bro. He's like sitting there, like, I was like, why didn't they just let you do it at home with your own razor? But
those old school, like you're talking about, like the single use, like
throwaway Bics, yeah.
They were okay if you've got like stubble.
Yeah.
But if you've already got, you know, if you've already got a centimetre of hair, that's fucking torture doing that, man.
Right. Because then you got to rinse the hair out.
Yeah.
And that's probably fucking more frustrating than shaving.
Well, because the first time you swap, you're not getting it down to the skin either.
Well, at least you're using like a tap. At least the pressure of the water will wash the hair out.
Yeah,
if you're just sitting there shaking it in a bowl of water, you know that sucker's coming out half full anyway. I was like, dude, I said the bowl would have been hideous after that. Just from one sideburn.
Blood, skin, bro.
Yeah. Because thick black hair.
Like you're going like this over and over, bro. You're taking a lot of skin. He would have been red raw.
But what was funny though, like we were at his house one night in Tullabudgera having a few drinks, having a few few bongs and that. And,
at 13?
No, I think we were 19, 20. But he's like, fuck it, we'll go out. I was like, you can't drive. He's like, no, I don't give a fuck, I'll drive. I'm like, righto. So we left He's like, I got to shave my head. I'm like, oh yeah. He's like, can you do the back? So, and he's got just a bag of these 3-blade razors. And I'm like, I thought you fucking hated these things. He goes, oh, it's cheaper.
He's back, yeah.
And then he's
back to his roots.
Dude, he's got a bucket
Plot
next
twist.
to his...
He loves the big razors.
Bro, he's got a bucket next to his bed of these used razors and like 2 bags of them ready to go. So I'm trying to shave his head and be gentle. I felt like Chopper Reed when he got his ears cut off. I'm trying to be gentle, mate. Dude, he literally takes the razor off and he's like, fucking give it here. You got to get this hair off. And he's fucking like...
Holy shit.
Like Chopper with his ear.
Bro, the whole back of his fucking head, just like... It looked like a smiley face from a horror movie that they'd use for a movie poster. Just blood running down. I was like, bro, that looks pretty fucked, bro. Like, I don't know if they'll let you in anywhere. So he just gets a fucking bottle of Brute, bro, and it's like pulled in his hand, and he's like, and just rubs his whole head, and I'm like, dude, it's making me,
I just got tingles,
dude,
man.
It made me fucking sick, and he's just standing there, and he's like,
no reaction,
but then the eye starts going a little bit, and then he's just like, what? And we're like, what? Like, can't. Like, he was the king of the straight face, that bloke.
Did he get the neck roll when he got bald?
Nah, he's actually got probably one of the better shaped bald heads you've ever seen.
Yeah, true.
He's got a good shaped dome on him.
Does the neck roll, like, you know, you see bald dudes with neck rolls? Does that come from being bald? Like, I don't ever like see not bald people. Like, if you got a fucking full head of hair, bro, you don't have a neck roll.
I think we've all got it,
but
bro.
maybe they're all there. You're just not seeing them. Do you think you got one?
Well, I can't feel one, dude.
I reckon we've all got neck. Well, there's only one way to find out.
I can fucking just
shave it.
I've got front neck rolls, but I think that's called a double chin.
Yeah, I noticed one today, and I was like, fucking hell.
My old boy's got like a Harry Potter scar on the back of his flap. His
flaps?
On his back flap.
On his back flap, yeah, and the mud flap. You know, it looks like a mud flap. Yeah. He's got like his Harry Potter scar. He got into a brouhaha with his old boy when he was young. Well,
got in a brouhaha with Voldemort?
Pretty much, but it was his stepdad, and they had a brouhaha down at the shops, and he got put through a shop window.
Oh shit!
So he had all these fucking scars, but the one that stood out to me was reverse Voldemort Harry Potter.
At least it's on the back though.
Yeah,
saw so many people.
I'm gonna see it every day.
Saw so many people when I was like younger, like in my early 20s, like just drunk and just punch a window. And just end up with fucking
stitches
everywhere, and you're just like, man, you are so dumb. Like, what? There's no other outcome. You put your hand through a fucking glass pane, you're gonna fucking end up with your wrist slit. Dumb.
Any self, like, even if you just punch a wall when you're drunk or whatever, and then
broken knuckles, eh?
Yeah, broken knuckles. There's heaps of shit. Nights out will do that to you, but not when you drink Brouhaha.
You know what? I'm actually quite chill when I drink these. I haven't realised that till you just said it.
I was quite content Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday was good, hey?
Well, if the listeners couldn't tell already, I'm a little bit under the weather. I wasn't feeling, honestly, but right before we went live, I was like, oh, I'm not going to make it. And then I had a midi, and I'm like, yeah, here we go. Good day, mates.
We're all making it.
We're on, baby.
The best medicine, isn't it?
It is. Here are the dog. That's just what the doctor ordered if I went and saw him. Our viral load segment, boys. I don't have the audio ready, sorry, Jason, but I'm going to make up for it with a really good one.
Wait.
Yep.
Jason can do it. Go.
Oh, fuck. Hang on.
No, I mean say it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, you're going to say it.
Shia LaBeouf dropping loads.
Yeah, there we go.
We do not need the audio when we've got Jason. Boys, viral loads is going to be a little bit different today, and I wanted to show you a clip that I came across, and I hope you guys haven't seen it, but if you have, maybe just hold off to the end, and then I'll get your guys' takes on it. But it's one of the funniest things that I've seen. It is called foreign accent syndrome. So I think Brad's got it.
Hit us with it.
Sarah Colwell from Plymouth in England is a dead-set Pom who now sounds like she's from Shanghai.
It wasn't until I was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital she actually said, "Are you aware of the way you're speaking?" And I said, "Oh, I sound like I have a slur." And she said, "No, you sound like you can work at a Chinese restaurant."
Cindy Hastings is fourth-generation Australian. She's never been to Europe, but you'd swear she was born there, such as her thick Eastern European accent.
Where do you think she is from?
I would say probably Croatia or...
Okay.
It's interesting that you perceive it that way, because I'm actually Australian.
Oh, okay.
I'm born in Sydney and Australia all my life.
Oh, wow.
Another Englishwoman, Kay Russell, sounds like she's just flown in from Paris.
Kay to the locals here in your village.
But you guys, so you guys get that. Have you ever seen anything like that?
I have seen. I actually watched that when it came out on 60 Minutes. Like, that's a bit old, that one.
Okay.
But I seen it again the other day because, like, 60 Minutes share, like, heaps of old shit. But, yeah, dude, it's actually funny. They did another one like that as well where a dude, it was a rugby player in England, fell down a fucking hill, just rolled down a hill that's, like, runs onto a football field. Hit his head, bro. Fucking tweaked something in his brain, and then broke up with his girlfriend and started fucking blokes. Turned gay from hitting his head, bro.
I did not think that story was going there. Hey?
Surely that. Yeah, no, I thought he was going to wake up with a different accent.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about accents.
There's like heaps of shit, bro, like that. Like, and
that was an excuse, bro. He had it deep down in him, I reckon.
Yeah,
well,
he fell over on purpose and knocked
he
his head.
never hit his head.
Well, he actually got a proper traumatic brain injury, and then when he came good, he was just like, yeah, just fucking.
I'm gay.
Yeah, I'm gay. Like,
Wow.
he was
I reckon
engaged and everything.
Did you hit your head when you were young?
No, I didn't.
okay.
Unfortunately, still straight.
It's all.
Unfortunately.
The other viral load that I wanted to put onto you guys is it was a clip I came across on TikTok. Now this is so far-fetched, but it is a Hispanic preacher, so he's like a church guy. But I can't hold a straight face when I say it. The way that he keeps saying Jesus Christ, he keeps saying Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So again, here we go.
We love you, God, so we do it for Jesus Christ. Put on salvation as your helmet and take the sword of the Spirit, which is the sword of God. So put on.
Oh, shit.
The fruit
He's pop lock and dropping.
Jesus Christ. I love you, God. Yeah, I'm true. Jesus Christ. Chestnut of righteousness. Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Shoes of peace. Stomping on the enemy. We love you, God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, we love you, God.
Oh, dude, that's great.
Shield and fang of God. Jesus Christ. And we're right here.
For people who are just listening, he's full on like
Roboting.
Yeah,
No, he's got the beanie on too.
he's doing the robot. He's dressed like a full on essay as well.
Oh, in the Bloods gang, he looks like your typical Hispanic cholo.
Timberlands, yeah.
Like he probably has the Jesus piece on underneath, and he's probably covered from neck down in tattoos as well.
Gang tats, probably.
Like he's got the full cholo goatee and moustache,
Triple
and
XL shirt that says Jesus on it.
Bro, that first Jesus Christ, that just reminded me of like a fucking farmer, and he's just pulled up out in the middle of his paddock and he's just found out he's blowing his radiator.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ!
Or he's just nearly hit a roo.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Or like he's just gone out to get his fucking washing and it's fucking blown a gale and they're falling in the mud.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, you could use that Jesus Christ for any like
I think 'cause
inconvenience in life.
I think because it's so Australian as well. Like you do hear some like people when they freak out with Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But he's actually full. Jesus. I think he says Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, fuck it, all time. But
Love
moving on from the other viral loads, this is over on our TikTok and Instagram, specifically on TikTok. We had a couple of videos go viral. We had one go 150,000 views. It was a UFC one. But we had a couple of comments in the comment section regarding the NRL ones as well, which we had a couple go viral for that. One of them being, bellyache and, feeling pretty chirpy at the end of the games, so much so that he put his hands up on his head. That wasn't the one that I've got saved, though. So the one that I did have saved was the Cam McInnes one. We had some really good comments over in that. One of the sort of ones that I wanted to shout out to that, so it was the video of him sitting at the press conference and with the UFC music behind it. And it looks like he's been 3 rounds with Dan Hooker. Somebody commented, shout out to Sticks 555 on TikTok. He puts his head where some wouldn't put their feet. What a soldier.
Nice.
There was another one saying, I've had more skin off my talawaka after a BNS ball.
Do you know what a BNS ball is?
No, I was going to ask you boys. And that was from Goober Sniper. So shout out to Goober Sniper.
Nice name. I like that.
BNS balls is just where fucking bogans go to hook up. When talking about the Denny Utma stuff?
Yeah.
They'd have a BNS ball out there, surely. That'd be one of the dusty ones for the ages, I reckon.
So it's a ball like a dance.
Yeah, for country folk.
Oh, no way.
Dancing in the dirt. They'll have their RM Williams on, belts, boots, big buckles, cowboy hats, all works.
Well, I can work out what a talawaka is.
Yeah.
As well. So. A couple more comments on that one because it did go off. But one of them says that he was a 19 crimes candidate. And another one said, so shout out to Eich Hass Kinda. Weird name, but sorry, shout out. But he said Fitzgibbon did that to him before their poor performance, just before the game, followed by flipping the table over.
Yeah, the flip of the table was nice. I like that.
That was
a
the
nice
cherry
touch.
on top,
Yeah, I swear it was an accident. Just like, fuck.
Mate, he didn't even touch it. He barely touched it,
Yeah.
and it was like it was meant to happen.
On the underneath of those tables, there's a ring, like a disc. You
clip.
gotta slide it
leg
down.
in, eh?
Yeah, somebody didn't do their fucking job.
Imagine that's your job. Set up the table.
Do you think
and
they
you fuck it up?
Unless Cam was sitting there because he was pretty quiet and he had his hands underneath. He's just like, I'm just gonna fuck
Fidgeting
it.
with it.
I'm just gonna fuck it.
Fuck your press conference.
That's a great theory. Craig Fitzgibbon's sitting under there, just under the pressure, just fidgeting with the clip so much so that when he stands up, there it goes.
Yeah.
The other sort of thing that I noticed just on our viral clip, this was with the bellyache thing, and last week we spoke about power bands on the pod. Surely enough, this week we see bellyache with a power band on in the coach's box.
What the fuck,
I
thought those things were extinct.
Still supporting Billy. He's probably got a backlog of them from Billy Slater when he was pumping them out.
It puts more it takes more effort to put it on though than it does to not wear it.
Well, maybe he put it on back then.
Yeah, maybe he just has to
hasn't had
take.
the strength.
Well, hey, he's been in the top 8 ever since. So,
do you think Craig's like a real voodoo guy?
Nah.
He's like, if I take this power band off, we're not going to be in the top 8.
No fucking way.
I think he's the opposite of voodoo guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a lucky pair of undies or anything.
Superstitious, you mean?
Superstitious, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Voodoo.
nah. I don't think he's that at all. He could. I don't reckon he could be further. He could probably be. Him and Wayne would be the two furthest people I could think of rugby league related. To
Are you guys
superstitious?
Are you guys superstitious?
I had maybe one that I used to do when I played footy. I had a certain tape that I used to use to tape my boots up so my laces wouldn't get in the road. And my socks. I always liked having my socks up. If they came down, it'd fucking do my head in.
Socks up, guy.
Well, your socks down.
Socks down every day.
Bro, you look
time.
like a fucking grub. Show some respect
Yeah,
for your
show
team.
some
Show off my calves,
You
man.
go out
What
looking
calves?
like a team, you play like
My
a team.
12-year-old calves, yeah.
My superstitions, they all actually have to do with my car.
I thought you were going to say calves.
No, but they are wonderful.
You mean that
cars.
Prado sitting out the front with the dinged up
So
number plate?
my latest one is that the what do you call it, Jason? The Pachuca necklace.
Oh, puka shell.
Puka shell. Sorry, Pachuca.
They're not puka shells. Puka shells are those little white pieces, you know. Like, that's a puka shell necklace.
Oh, the cowrie shell necklace that
Yeah.
you found on the side of the street, and you said, "Hey, do you like this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sick." And I put it in my car.
Yeah.
I think if I take that out of my car, I'm gonna crash because I haven't crashed since I put it in, and I didn't crash before it either. But now I'm like, it can't. Like that lives in my car. It's lived there for 7 years. It's got to stay there now.
Like if it's not broke, don't fix it, eh?
Yeah, but I used to always find when I was doing the grass cutting with you guys, I used to always find like foreign money, and I'd like if I found the foreign money, I would put it in, you know, the sunglasses thing up the top in the center of your car. You press it and it folds down, and there's sunglasses in there or nothing because no one ever keeps their fucking sunglasses there.
They don't have that on the moped. Sorry,
I think your version would be if you wore a bum bag on your hat. I don't know. But so if I ever found like, I don't know, Indonesian money or something, like I used to keep it in there. And then one day somebody fucking stole my Indonesian money out of there. I don't know who.
Kids.
It was probably Jason. Anyway.
Hey,
What?
I got one too.
Oh, you got into... See, I told you he fucking took it, bro.
That's not
where
yours.
it went.
That's my money.
No,
That
it's
looks
not.
like it's about
My-
10 years old at least.
It is. My mate Peter Lamb gave me this.
When did you miss the money?
My mate
10
John,
years?
My
10
mate
years,
John
bro.
Lamb gave me this before he moved back to the UK, and I've kept it in my wallet ever since. Bro, I feel it. It's like getting rubbed smooth.
But see, this is what I'm talking about. You find weird like money, bro. You got to keep it forever.
Well, he gave it to me when he got back from Thailand.
Yeah, and some cunt fucking stole my 50 rupiah, and I was fucking livid, bro.
This is
Like
a-
somebody
this is a
just stole
20,
a
bro.
fucking...
Literally like 50 cents.
Yes, I know. Somebody stole it, dude. It would have cost more than 50 cents to make, I reckon. And and then my car started breaking down. Ever since then, things started going wrong with it.
Fuck. Superstitious. I'm definitely a superstitious guy, but I would carry on all pod if I was going to keep going. But when you just mentioned there about car yarns, I guess car fails, takes me back to the Foxtel days. Another Foxtel yarn.
Does it have anything to do with traffic lights?
No traffic lights today.
Hey, how long did you work at Foxtel for?
Oh, I worked for Foxtel for like 2 years.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was expecting it to be like 6 weeks. and you
6
got-
weeks, and he's got
it
like
should have been.
He's
You-
got
you got
20
like-
yarns.
Yeah.
Bro, they tried to tell me, I don't think you're cut out for this. We're going to do another inspection on your install. Usually, it's the installation. Like you get one of the supervisors come out and he'll oversee you do an installation, which is one of the main jobs.
Yeah.
That's probably the hardest one, and then you do everything off that. And he comes out with you for literally one job, and he'll watch you do it, and he'll be satisfied and go, "Yeah, mate, no worries." I had the supervisor with me for about 3 weeks straight, going
For the half the time you
going
worked there.
tomorrow, mate. We'll give it another crack. We'll still give you a couple of jobs, but da. Finally, after about 3 weeks, I reckon he just went, "I'm fucking not gonna get this guy, but you know what? He's not gonna quit." So here you go. Awarded me it, but
Dude, that is hilarious.
shout out to Graham, big pommy bloke, and I ended up actually getting to know him quite well. So it ended up in the probably that's why I lasted 2 years as well, because I'm a likable guy. So when I'm in his ear every day, we bonded a few times. We also argued a few times as well, but we were better off for it. So
Were you ass kissing?
just a little bit.
Brown nosing?
I mean,
Maybe?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Please, Graham, I
like
need
said,
this job, man.
mate,
Please.
My wife's going to leave me.
Yeah, I just didn't want the shame of being able to go, people asking me about my job and then me being like, oh, yeah, I wasn't cut out for it.
Wait, when you started the job, were you like, boys, getting a job at Foxtel?
Hell
Who
yeah.
wants free Foxtel? Yeah.
Hell yeah. I was throwing all those ones out. That was the best benefit about working for Foxtel is I got free Foxtel.
Yeah.
Installed it on my own house too, just quietly.
Did it work?
Actually installed it on the house next door to us as well.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But yeah, sorry, back to the yarn of the cars. So I had you guys know the infamous van that I stalled when I first left. That was too big for my car park as I hit the clearance sign. So I took that back and he gave me a canopy ute, like a Ford Ranger ute. So this thing was unreal. I drove this car every day. And it had a back, like a big canopy on the back. And the door the door for the canopy had some hatches that you had to push down, make sure that the door was suctioned, and then you turn the handles, you guys probably know, and it locks in. How many times do you think that I fucking forgot to actually push that in and suction it properly? Because the amount of times all my tools and everything are in the back of the ute and the canopy, so I just leave the flaps open and go in and grab what I need, leave it open for the job or whatnot, and then unless I was really on top of it, the amount of times I was getting onto the highway, main streets or whatever, and I look out my mirror and these fucking canopy doors have just flown open like an eagle, and I'm just like, oh my God. So much so that when I did this house up in Currumbin, it was like a multi-million-dollar mansion. It was right up on the hill, 4 stories high, had lifts in it, everything like that. The system was already set up, so thank fuck, because, if I rocked up to that, not sure if they'd have a house after that. But not even, so before I even start the job, I'm only there for a service call, so I'm there to troubleshoot some shit, not even do any sort of work. As soon as I get there, I didn't realize the canopy on my door had flown open, and they've got like a narrow driveway with 2 barricade and walls right down it. And I just scraped my entire door down their driveway walls. And I'm like, what is that sound? And, oh, fuck. So I quickly, pull over, and I just look at the damage, and there's probably 5 meters of just scuff, and I'm just like, oh my God. And then the customer hasn't even come out at this stage, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I going to do here? So anyway, I ended up talking my way out of it, got my dad to come around, fix it. Shout out to the old boy.
Well, work doesn't cover that shit.
No, bro. No, not when it's your own fault like that. So I was a subcontractor. So any damage that I did outside of sort of their things, I had to cover and pay for. So surely enough, I call up Graham, the supervisor. Mate, you never guess what happened.
He's like, oh, I'll believe it, man.
Oh, yeah, I've got half an idea. That's
I'm like, mate, you're going to have to cancel all my jobs, right? No, mate, you're still on the books. Fuck, all right. So... yeah, anyway, that was one of the scenarios that I remember. It cost me a lot of money. But there was also, you need your drill when you're on a job like that. Your drill is your savior. And surely enough, I got a new drill set, driving down the road, down at Runaway Bay, turn around the corner, canopy flies open again, and the drill falls out. And I don't notice until I get to my next job. So it's not until I go to actually do my work that I've actually got to go tell the customer, I don't know where my drill is because I think it's fallen out. Could you imagine getting your Foxtel done, having your Foxtel guy come up to you and be like, don't think the job's going to get done today. Why not? My drill I left my drill at the last job. Well, go get it. No, the thing is, I don't know where it is.
Did you find it?
Bro, you're a boss's worst nightmare. Right?
Oh, mate. I was a subcontractor, so I was my own boss. So, yeah, I was my own worst nightmare.
Well, no, you worked for somebody.
I had a prime, you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a prime, and he was, honestly, he had the best bloke. Because, had I actually, and he lived in Logan, up like Ipswich or whatever. So, but had I had a prime that was here on the Gold Coast that kept checking in on me, he would have had one look at me and gone like, nah, bruh. Would have got the mad nah, bruh.
Holy shit.
You boys got any work yarns? Anything that's come up or anything that springs to mind when I talk about that?
I don't know why this just came to mind, but when I was, I would have been about 18, maybe 19 years old. I was working cutting fish at the fisheries during the mullet seasons, during winter, and this is in the off season, and I ran into somebody who I was working with, and he actually got a manager's position at Action Supermarket. I don't know if you remember those. You remember Action Supermarket, Weedy?
Nah.
They were like it was in Kingscliff anyway, but it was like after like Franklin's and fucking
Bilo.
before
Bilo.
Woolies, after Franklin's. It was a weird, like, it was pretty big. Anyway, they opened up a seafood section in there. And I just remember when I was I was walking through the shopping centre, and he's, bumped into him. He's like, "Hey, you want a job, man? I know you only do the mullet season." I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll come work for you." And my first interaction with the guy who ran the supermarket, he comes up to me. And this is gonna do some people's heads in. He comes up to me, and I'm like, because I'm used to working at the fisheries, it's like, if it's fucked, it's fucked. You sell it as bait. And he comes up, and he goes, what's with that box of fish over there? I said, "Oh, mate, it's all got to go. It's fucked." And he goes, I said, "It's all old." And he goes, "Now, we don't say old around here, all right? If we're gonna talk about old in quotation marks," he goes, "just say cold." And I was like, "All right, mate." And he goes, "And if it's prawns, we marinate them, we put them on sticks, and we wrap them up, and we sell them as skewers." And now every time I go to the fucking supermarket and I see like marinated steak and shit, I'm like, I know exactly what the fuck is going on here. That steak didn't sell within its date, so they take it back out the back. They fucking chop it up into fucking little cubes.
Smell nice.
Make skewers, fucking douse it in flavour, and fucking off she goes.
Fucking makes sense. That is disgusting though.
I have no idea why that story just came to mind, but yeah.
I love that.
Dogs.
Jason, surely you've got a yarn running with a boss. Or
Yeah, fuck. I got a couple.
ones that you can tell on the pod though.
I think
I was his boss once.
No, you weren't. We were on the same pay, cunt. All you did was sit in the ute and tell everyone what to do.
Yeah, that's what a boss does.
Fuck, I've already told the one about when I cut my arm.
Yeah.
There was another good one. Oh, actually, when I was doing work experience for a plumber, like I was still in high school, and this guy like went to school with my dad and shit and did scouts with him and stuff. And we were re-roofing a house, and it was like, those like shitty fucking old like tin tiles. And
Yes.
they come in like different fucking pieces. Like they'll come in like lengths of 4 or 5.
I know. Yeah.
So we're peeling all these off and had to do like everything, like all the joists and shit had to be redone in the top half of the roof because it was all fucked and worn out. So anyway, throwing these fucking I'm pulling these pieces off, throwing them down, and he's standing at the bottom of the ladder, and I throw one, and it like hits his hedge. Doesn't get any. There's in front of a window. It doesn't get anywhere near the fucking window. Hits the hedge, and it rolls off the hedge onto the grass.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was like, "Oh fucking hell, that was a bit close." And he's like, "Fucking close, was it, cunt?" I'm like, "What?" Like thought he was joking because he used to just swear and joke with me.
You're
and
doing
shit.
work experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first time he like blew up at me.
So how old are you? 13, 14?
Nah, 15, I think.
Yeah.
15 was my last year of school. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, good one." I was like, "Yeah, righto." And he's like, "Fucking righto, me, cunt." Just like starts fucking, and he's at the bottom of this ladder, bro. And I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on? Like, is he joking still?" I'm just like, "Oh," and I started laughing. He's like, "Fucking laugh at me, cunt. I'll knock you off the fucking roof and pick him up." I was like, "Fuck me dead, cunt. Like, what the hell?" Bro, just fucking goes off his dial, eh? And I'm like, "Fuck." So I'm like, all quiet and shit. I'm just like fucking throwing these fucking things as far as I can so they're nowhere near the house.
Yeah.
And then he comes up, like starts joking with me and shit again, and he's like swearing and shit, and I'm just like staring at him. I'm like, is this cunt joking or what? And like get in the car, and he's like, "Yeah, give you a bit of a scare, did I, mate?" Like fucking. I'm like, "Fuck me, cunt." Like, dude. But
So
yeah.
he's just out to fuck with you.
Oh, he was
been.
he was genuinely pissed off. He's like, "You had to broke that window." He's like, "Fucking, I would have been throwing you off the roof and shit." I'm
Yeah,
like,
there
"Fuck."
goes his profit.
Yeah, I'm just like, Jesus. But it was funny because he knew my dad. He's like, "Oh, who's your dad?" He's like, "Wayne." I'm like, "No, that's my uncle." And he's like, "Oh, who's your dad?" And I was like, "Oh, Graham." And he's like, "Oh, fuck me." He goes, "Fuck, that cunt's got a temper." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you do know my dad?" Because he's like fucking loves to blow up. Like can't help himself. Loves a good blow up.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey," he's like, "Fuck, he used to be like that in Scouts." I'm like, "Fucking hell, he was like that when he was a kid too." And then he's like, so we went out on a camp, and then he went and we all went skinny dipping because we didn't get our Scout uniforms wet.
Yeah.
So we grabbed his clothes and threw it on an ant's nest. And I was just thinking, fuck, I'd blow up too, cunt, if you threw my fucking clothes on an ant's nest, bro. Like, what do you think you had a fucking temper for, cunt? Like, fuck.
Yeah, what's he fucking carrying on about?
Yeah. And you know those big fucking meat ant nests, the big dark red cunts? Yeah, it was one of those, bro. You know, they just crawl over anything that goes on the nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those. And I was just like, fuck, I'd blow up too if you did that to my clothes, cunt.
Hey, do you remember last pod I did a little riddle?
Dribbled a riddle.
A dribbled a riddle?
Yeah, mate.
And you guys
driddle?
didn't get it.
Nah.
Is it a
Haven't
driddle?
slept all week because I couldn't get it. No.
I didn't think you would.
Tell us again.
Because you're that type of guy. You just can't let it go.
Nah.
So yeah, this was the riddle. A ship sank. Every single person on board drowned. There were 22 survivors. How is this possible?
There was 11 couples.
Okay, so you looked it up.
No, I didn't look it up. Because you said you put the emphasis on single.
Yeah,
So every person that was single drowned.
that is correct.
Ooh.
So yes, that's right.
Is
Every single. So you listened back to the pod.
Yeah, so all the
Yeah,
single
yeah.
people drowned.
That's
22,
right.
There's 11 couples survived.
Correct. You
Nice.
got it, Weedy. Well
That's a
done,
good one, mate. That
Well done.
had me stumped. More than you guys had for how many chickens?
20 cows.
All right.
20
Okay,
chickens.
okay, I got to stop.
What?
I lied.
You looked it up.
I didn't look it up. George from Brouhaha sent a message to the chat.
Oh,
Did you delete his fucking message?
No, it's still there.
Is it?
I just replied, and yeah, so that's where I got the
Oh, you piece of shit.
shout out to Georgie.
not the
Well done.
not the answer, but he brought up the point that you were emphasizing single.
Yeah.
So that's where I thanks George.
Two and two.
You're
Yeah.
still a
couldn't
piece
fu-
of shit, Weedy.
I couldn't lie, but I should have just fucking took it and looked smart, but I'm too honest.
Yeah, but then fucking George would have left a voicemail,
No.
voice memo about how you're a lying cunt. Well, actually, that would have been good, but anyway.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys. That's going to bring us on to our last bit of dribble before we get on to some UFC and NRL news. But I'm going to take you guys back to like the 2005 to 2010 era. Maybe not even 2010. Maybe it didn't last that long. But this was like Need for Speed Underground, Fast and Furious was all pumping and everything. Do you guys remember the fake spinners that people used to put on their cars?
The hubcap spinners.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
used to get them for the bikes.
Super cheap. We used to have them, eh?
Yeah, fucking oath. And Autobahn.
Yeah.
Now,
Are they still going?
Autobahn?
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
remember the last time I seen one.
Yeah, they're still going.
there was one in Burleigh, but that recently
There's one in
closed
Tweed
down.
still.
There you
Of
go.
course there is.
Shout out.
Tweed's like 25 years behind.
I don't know about
They just haven't got the papers yet.
Right, what was the shop you were just talking about?
Huh?
What was the shop you were just talking about?
Action.
Yeah, fuck, I bet it's still there.
that. It's Woolworths now. It's Woolworths. And it was in Kingscliff, not
It's
Tweed.
Bilo
But
now.
anyway.
Yeah, look at him getting all defensive for his area. cunt.
Talk shit about Tweed, mate.
Tell you what, there's probably a fucking few outdated shops still in Penrith though. Fuck me, that place is a time machine. Anyway,
Back to fake spinners,
Yeah.
boys. Did you ever? You're probably too young to own cars around those days. Know any cousins or friends?
I had cars.
You had cars.
I was 35. Nah, it's a joke. I was 25 in 2010.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you picture me as a spinners guy.
Nah, fuck no.
Nah.
Bro. Fuck no.
those
Some real ones. Would you have if you would you have gotten them
bro.
in the day?
I don't even think they were cool when they were cool.
The thing was, you never saw them on a cool car. You'd always see them
liked-
on the shit cars.
I liked how the Americans did them like on 30-inch rims
Do you know what it
on
reminds me
cars
of?
that just should not have wheels that big. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, no, actually, speaking of Ben just saying that they were always on shit cars, do you know who was probably a fucking was probably getting like kickbacks from the spinner rim companies back in the day?
Exhibit.
Fucking oath. Exhibit.
did I
and-
guess it?
Exhibit and
Yeah.
Pimp My Ride, bro.
100%. Yeah.
Like, you get a fucking car from Pimp My Ride. You've got like, I remember they did one, and it was a old FJ Cruiser.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's that many of them in the States because they're like more out here and that sort of shit.
yeah.
This lady is a yoga teacher. She has a yoga mat in the back of her car because that's what she does. She goes to parks, does yoga classes and shit. So they paint her FJ Cruiser fucking bright yellow. They do a giant fucking Namaste logo on the bonnet. And then in the back, they take the back seats out, so it's unusable for passengers. You're going to have one passenger.
Yeah.
They put hardwood floors in.
Yeah.
A little fucking.
They used to do a yoga.
So she can get in the back.
So it's a yoga studio in the back, and he's like,
So she
"You
can
got your own yoga studio," and they open the
Yeah,
doors.
yeah.
It's like, bro, you can't do shit in there. You
Get the
can,
downward dog. That's it.
bro, you can literally do fucking child's pose. That's it. Like, and then
All
it's
right,
got
let's do
like,
the fetal position.
it's got like a little incense rack and all this shit. And I was like, bro, you go around one corner, those incense are going everywhere. Exhibit. Like
there was a big thing that come out saying I think they was getting sued or
about
there
how
was
fucked the cars were.
yeah, and there was people people would end up with their cars worse than when they gave them to them.
Well, they wouldn't fix anything mechanically. They just
No.
it was all cosmetic shit.
Yeah.
Like I seen one the other day. The guy's got a fucking gambling addiction. So to get into his van, they made the whole fucking sliding door a giant slot. And if he didn't hit
Like the 1 hour bandit.
yeah,
Yeah.
and if he doesn't hit a jackpot, he can't open the door. Like, bro, you'd be like,
He's sitting there for 3 hours just fucking open, cunt.
like imagine you pick up a bird and you're like, yeah, no, my van's fucking sick. We can just take it.
Just have to-
Fucking open it. And like sitting there
Yeah.
stressing for a jackpot so you can get a
Yeah.
route.
Anyone else got some money? I'm
Yeah.
out. We got to get this door open.
Yeah, that's the best part. You have to pay to open your own door.
And what was the other shit one I seen that I was just, like, even as a kid watching it, like a lot of them, you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. This guy has this fucking mad old C10 pickup truck. So the whole, and they're like, oh, so we know you like your music, right? And he's like, yeah, like fucking this geeky fucking looking kid.
I love this shit.
And he's like, so we know you love your music. So what better than giving you your own music studio? And it's like, oh yeah, cool. And it's not a music studio. They've filled his whole fucking tray with subwoofers and speakers. And then they've cut the fucking tray off the ute and put a hydraulic in it.
Oh, yeah.
So that it stands upright.
I've seen that one, yeah.
And it's like, what are you going to fucking use that for? You can't even you can't even go grocery shopping with this fucking thing anymore. Or you can't you're like, oh, hey, mate, you got a ute? Can you come help me with my couch? Oh, sorry, bro. I've got 36
Sorry.
speakers in the back that fucking exhibit put in there. Like, fuck me. Like, it does my head in. Like, the more I think about it now, like,
Yeah, it was the show to watch when you go home though, and you chuck on your Ozstar or whatnot, and go to 800 or 808. 808 was
yeah.
MTV, and Pimp My Ride was on. You're always going to sit down and watch
And
it.
always at the end too.
Yeah.
You know what I really
That's right. Yeah, the shoulder.
Yeah, pimp and he'd like pimp them as he gives them the keys.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, fuck that. I'd be fucking pimp slapping exhibit if you did that shit to my car.
there was Pimp My Ride, and then there was also Monster Garage with Jesse James.
yeah.
Did you guys ever?
Yeah,
Fuck, that was sick.
his was sick because he'd just like do these cars up, and then remember
They were
when
all
he-
projects for him.
yeah, but he would like. I remember he did one for a smash up derby, and it's literally probably one of the coolest cars I've ever seen. Goes in and just absolutely fucking destroys it, and it's like, fuck. Too
Did
much
he
money.
die not long ago?
No, he's
no
still
way.
alive. He cheated on Sandra Bullock.
Oh, maybe that's what
Was
it
he
was.
Sandra Bullock's?
What? Yeah, husband.
Husband.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
and he cheated on her with like
You might
a
as well die
real,
if you're gonna
real
go and
fucking
do that.
beater.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he had her in her prime, right? Speed.
Yeah, I think. Oh no, it would have been after Speed. That was like 1990.
Well, that's what I mean. I
I think
she's
they were
getting
like
on
married
now.
in like the early 2000s or something. They were married for a while though, but
That was a cool show though, Monster Garage.
yeah,
Fuck
the
yeah.
music, bro, got you pumped. Monster Garage. Yeah, sick.
And then the other MTV show that I was thinking of, they had the all time dating shows.
Are you gonna say next?
There was Next, yes, I know. But what I actually wanted to bring up was Date My Mum.
No, I don't think I watched that one.
Never watched. Are you fucking?
I don't know if it was on.
Did your
MTV.
Ozstar get cut?
I used to watch Wife Swap. That was. I don't know
Wife
if
Swap
that was
was-
on.
yeah.
Wife Swap was
It
good.
was funny.
Yeah.
Next was the best though. Corniest motherfuckers you've ever seen, bro. Like the dude's like I don't know, like a gamer or something, and he's just like, I'm gonna see if I can get her to the next level. And it's like he gets off the bus, bro. he's
Takes
got-
one step.
Yeah, and she's just like,
Next.
and he like goes back in, and it's like, oh,
And they all go back into the bus together and like try to tell each other what they look like. And
I was actually talking about this the other day about like, do you reckon you could bring that show back? Because like everyone's getting over like internet dating. Make like
Next.
bring
That'd
some
be
like
good.
bring some corny ass shit back. You know,
Well,
like,
that was the date my mum stuff. They used to go on. They'd date the daughters, but it wouldn't even be anything like you're not going in for the daughter. You're dating them. You blind date a mum.
I do remember that show.
Yeah, you blind date a mum based off the daughters.
Yeah.
Or their kids.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What was the
Sounds fucked, dude.
Date a MILF.
what was the other one where they
Date my MILF.
Was it the mum one where they used to go into their bedrooms to see what shit they had in their room?
I think that was a bit personal, mate, for you.
That was Big
it
Brother.
was. Fuck, I can't remember what that show was called, but they'd be like, "Oh, what is this?" And I'm like, "Oh yes, dildo, condom, something cool." And they're like, "Ooh, underwear with holes in it." It's like, right, we
come
all
on,
got
mate.
them, man. Like, fuck. But anyway, I
Were
can't.
you
If I think of that show, I'll make sure I share
I
it.
was gonna say on that wife swap. I'm pretty sure it was wife swap. Corey Feldman, fucking done it. Did you ever see
from
that episode?
Goonies?
Yeah, fucking.
Nah, I haven't seen
He was
it.
like a child star.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he grew up and he like tried to turn himself into like a Hugh Hefner type, and he had like a house with girls who lived with him, and they did like a wife swap, and this bird went to live with him, and he would like had all these like really weird rules, like no, you're not allowed to like wear pants like within a certain
below your knees
vicinity.
type thing.
Like a certain vicinity of your knee. Like it had to be above your knee a certain amount, and like you had to wear cleavage, and you had to like eat certain food and shit, like a full on like boot camp.
She do it?
Yeah, she did it, but I think it was like she did it for like a day or two, and she was like, "This is fucking weird. Like I'm getting out." But like he would like make them work out in front of him and shit.
Proper creep.
He's a weird cat. Have you seen him lately in those
Nah.
music? He's been playing music on stage.
No, I
Bro,
haven't.
he's like in a suit and it just looks like broken glass, but it's like all little
Yeah.
triangles of glass on this suit, and he's like trying to sing, bro, and he's just like screaming at the crowd.
Oh my
Jesus.
god!
He's-
Because he did have music, hey, when he was younger.
Yeah, I think. Oh, who was he? He was opening for someone big. It was like Motley Crue or Metallica or some shit.
Yeah.
and they're like, "Why the fuck is this dude here?" Like, it's like obviously to make Metallica or whoever it was sound a million times.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
Metallica's so sick. Like, Corey Feldman's
So grateful that they can still sing.
yeah.
All right, boys, talking about performances and shows, we witnessed probably the best UFC show that, I don't know, I was a big hater on the card. Yeah, we'll get to that. But the actual show in itself and the Sphere show and experiencing it from home. But was there any... Dana came out before the event and said that there was going to be $25,000 to anybody that could guess the Easter eggs. Did you boys notice any Easter eggs going on? Would have been hard to notice anything else.
Nah,
Not
saw
one.
nothing.
Yeah.
and
Not
I
one.
didn't even know they were eggs. So
Hey, you were looking for actual Easter eggs, eh? It was an Easter egg hunt. But no, it was I was just taken away by everything that was going on with the Sphere event that I forgot about the Easter eggs. It wasn't until Jason put it in the chat.
you didn't find anything either.
Nope.
Nah, I didn't
What?
see.
So what do
Try
they mean
reading
by
some
what do
code.
they mean by Easter eggs? Like future cards or something like that?
well, there
You don't know what an Easter egg is?
No, like they're clues.
Well, that's the whole... You've got to figure them out.
like
That was Dana's
so
whole
nobody
thing.
knows.
So he didn't give any tips out or anything like that. It was just look out for... There's an Easter egg in each chapter. And yeah, I was trying to look for the same thing popping up, but the only thing that popped up was that Mexican eagle that seemed to pop up in each chapter. But I feel like that's too obvious
Dude,
with everything that's
eagle.
going on.
do you remember?
Do you know who's the eagle?
Eddie?
No.
Khabib?
Yeah, Khabib.
Ah.
Who's the snake?
Oh, is that what you say?
Snake.
Who's the snake? Well, that's what their coat of arms is: snake versus an eagle. Because you remember we were chatting about this on when the fight was on, and they're like, the only animal to have a war on its flag, and it was the eagle versus the
Yeah.
snake. And I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, fuck off, mate. I said, Aussie coat of arms has a fucking kangaroo and an emu fighting over a shield, bro.
Yeah.
I was like,
Fucking
fuck.
grow up, cunts.
Yeah, fuck. Australia does it better, mate.
But if anybody's got any Easter egg guesses, make sure you send them into Your Mate's podcast because we'll get them out there.
Mind you, though, brouhahas were a bit deep by the time I got to the main. So,
Oh, dude, we were so deep in the brouhahas.
yeah.
We'll get to the main pretty soon, but talking about the event in itself as well, you went from the prelims, which was like an old school industrial type coliseum, like being built, and the transitions throughout the nights. But what I wanted to ask you guys, did you have a favorite chapter between 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the nights and the fights, and why was it your favorite chapter?
Probably not so much the actual movies and shit. Like it just seemed like it was a graphical masterpiece to watch. Like none of them would have really stood out. But the thing that I really liked was the ring girls changing era
fucking knew you were gonna say that.
to era. So that's
cool, hey?
The first one when they came out and they had like the old school traditional dress, looked like they were in Coco, the Disney movie and shit. And you're like, fuck yeah. Like the Day of the Dead girls was fucking gangster. Then they had those last
gold.
ones that were modern, like the gold. Yeah,
and
it
the
was
futuristic ones.
the futuristic ones too. Yeah, like that was probably my highlight was the ring girls. They actually
girls.
went through the history of some of the Mexican stuff.
With the visual stuff, I really liked the when they were like going through space and it was like the galaxies swirling and shit. Just fucking looked amazing, bro. Do you know? Like our TVs are 4K or whatever, or like the best you can get on.
By the time
your
we
phone,
stream
4K.
it, I reckon it's 1080 as well.
Yeah,
So,
probably, dude.
Yeah.
And so those screens in the Sphere, 18K.
Dude, that's actually
You would be immersed in it.
That's so crazy.
It's
dude.
like wearing the 3D goggles without wearing the goggles.
Yeah, exactly.
how was Big Dong Adil before the main started, and he's just like, why the fuck have they got scaffolding up? Because they before
They're
they
like
had
building the fucking
Yeah,
next,
yeah.
like the next.
but they just had like the metal work and like the red and the two UFC screens before the main started. And Dill's like, why the fuck have they got scaffolding up the cunts?
He
What
thought
the-
they had scaffolding in the Sphere, like they were building the next thing. Dude.
Fuck, it looked realistic though. Like I was trying to explain it to the wife as well, and obviously she got but pretty quickly in, but she was amazed by it as well. It was just like, oh, that's not an actual structure. The scene in the chapter that stood out to me was the traditions and rituals scene with it was before, I think it was the Zellhuber and Ribovic fight, and it went from the skull inside the skull and it all sort of zoomed out to the point where it all evaporated and all the confetti come down as well.
Yeah.
Fucking insane that scene. And then they fought in like, I don't know, it was like in like a Mexican city back in the day, and the scene, the intro to it, everything, it almost like I could not think of anything.
The skull you're talking about, is that like the stone skull thing that you're
Nah, it was
it looked
the
like a
second-
coin sort of thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Though?
Yeah, no, that was the Noche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like it was like flying,
Flipping over the top. Yeah.
and then it like came really fucking close, dude.
Nah, that was cool.
That shit tripped me out.
That scene and the one with the Mexican flag with the airstrikes and
Oh,
the
yeah,
smoke
that was
bombs
cool,
all going
yeah.
off and over the top of everyone. But yeah, no, the second fight with it went from like candles and roses and flowers and shit inside, and then was just kept panning out the entire time, and it was inside one of those skull heads type thing. And then it had all these bright colors come up on the screen, and then it all sort of just evaporated into flowers, which they ended up shooting flower confettis at the same time, and it all come down with
I think I
petals
might
and
have missed
shit.
that one.
Oh.
Because it was like in between fights, I was going out to make sure my kids weren't drowning in Jason's pool.
Doing all the good stuff, of course. And that, like, I was actually more inclined to miss the fights than I was to miss the chapters.
Oh,
that's how
shit.
good the chapters were. To
Well,
me.
you weren't a fan of the card, were you?
No.
But what do you think about the end result of the card?
We'll go from top to bottom.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll go through Murat versus Sugar. My take was pretty much why I didn't like the fight to begin with.
Because Marab was going to win.
Murat was going to, I thought it was going to end up a 5-rounder like that, which I'm all for. However, very boring and wrestling heavy.
Do you not enjoy watching the wrestling at all?
No, I don't. Not in the main event. Not when you got a striker like Sugar as well.
I think I know where you're coming from, Ben, because it's like, but Marab is so sporadic with his movements and that. Like he could get hit at any time, but he just fucking doesn't, man.
Yeah.
100%.
Because his cardio must just be out of the fucking universe, man. Like he's jumping around the whole fucking time. Like you think about what it'd be like, even if he wasn't such an elite grappler. Like, Sugar's a fucking amazing striker. Like, he should be able to hit
But
him.
he couldn't fucking hit him.
He couldn't hit him, dude.
But then him, like, the thing that, like, I didn't mind the fight. Like, I thought it was good. Like, I actually enjoy watching the wrestling and shit as well. Unless it's like, because it was pretty active. Like, he was still getting around and doing shit. But when it's like lie on top, just struggling for position, that's when it gets boring and nothing's happening. But this was like quite.
There wasn't any of that, yeah.
It was quite
It was
active. But you know when
Didn't you hate on Bilal Muhammad against Leon Edwards?
Yeah.
But
And
that was-
he
Bilal's
literally dumped him on his
different,
head 3 times and was more active and more powerful with the strike. Like more, he actually landed more significant strikes that hurt Leon a little bit more. So
I can't stand Bilal, bro.
if you don't
I can't stand Marab.
that's
But you
Marab's
like,
a cat.
but you like Bilal?
Well, I don't like Bilal, no. But
Well,
he puts
okay.
more, he's put a little bit more on the end of his punches and puts more into his takedowns rather than sort of,
At least Marab was trying to make it a show. Fucking Bilal, oh god, he's a fuck.
And there were moments in that fight
bro's
where
trying to win a title.
it was like where if Sugar just connected this or just connected that, or like if he followed up with this or that, like it could have just completely gone the other way, dude.
Well, what about in the last round where he started to land those TP kicks to the ribs?
That's what I
to
mean.
to the body.
That's what I mean. And it could have happened, but Marab was smart enough to fucking.
But Marab's also that type of fighter that you land a few of those weird. I swear they weren't even landing and hurting him. He just wanted to add more hype around the fight because he knew it, he could sense that the crowd was sort of not happy with it and it was a little bit boring.
But Sugar
so,
coming out injured though, now needing surgery, he's going to be out for 6 to 12 months.
Yeah,
Going into
right.
that fight injured, do you think that's a fucking dumb move by Sugar or a waste?
Yep, 100%.
Because it's like, if you like, I know he's probably got his pride on the line and doesn't want to fucking say, I'm not fighting and going to surrender my belt.
What was it? His ribs?
No, there's the lumbar in your hip.
Oh, his hip. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So he's going to
Hip.
get.
I thought it was his collarbone or something.
Nah, it's is it lumbar?
Clavicle.
No, it's not clavicle. It starts with L. I
Yeah.
watched Dana talk about it
is
today at the press conference.
Lombard or something.
Lombard,
like that.
yeah. But yeah, that's got to get fucking fixed. So that's probably why he didn't throw bugger all kicks compared to what he normally does. But yeah,
But
I
at
don't
the
know.
same
Just-
time as well, you shouldn't be going out and fighting on the no-shake card and people spending all their money if you're not going to
be able to give 100%. Yeah.
But there's been plenty of fighters who have come out and they are injured and they win. So
Yep.
you got to
gotta push through
it. That's what they're doing. They're putting it all on the line.
Did
I
you
think
hit-
anybody who goes into a fight who says they're 100% are lying.
Did
You're not training hard enough.
Do you have
know?
the that tweet, Brad, that Henry Cejudo
torn labrum.
Labrum, there you go.
Yeah,
I knew it was
might.
Do you want to Google where a labrum is?
No.
It's not your hip or your leg.
Where is it?
Oh,
It's
is it?
a female body part. Is it?
Where
I
is
don't
it?
know.
Where is
I'm-
it, Ben?
I'm just getting the.
Shoulder blade, bruh.
Oh, why the fuck did they say hip? I swear I
don't think
seen
that-
hip on there
it's-
today.
Yeah, no, I was confident that when I was because they definitely said labrum, and I heard the chat, but
John Elite, did you seen this tweet, Ben? From
nah, mate.
So there was a tweet from Henry Cejudo about the fight. He said, "Hey, oh methyl," which is funny straight off the bat. You wanted to be the next Conor McGregor? Well, now you are. Neither of you bums can defend a takedown. I'm teaching wrestling for cokeheads at 8 a.m. See you in the morning.
It's funny because it's like the type of shit. Like sometimes he nails it with the cringe. It's funny.
That's good cringe.
That's
I
good
like
cringe.
That. Yeah.
But him biting gold medals at fights and he hasn't won or fought in ages, that
Yeah.
shit I can lose. But that was good. I'll give him his
He got
flowers on
pieced
that.
up by Aljo.
Yeah.
Aljo got pieced up by Sugar.
Yeah.
So bro's actually got nothing to.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, no, he's
And I hate his hair, bro.
His hair-
Like as cringy as I hate his cringe shit, but his hair is the worst thing of him. I can't fucking stand it.
The thing
eh?
is, we say cringe. We talk about cringe being like a shtick almost for him, and it's not. It's actually that's like a part of who he is, and he plays back on it to go, oh no, I've been like full cringe before, but if I go half a little bit cringe, that's
what-
just me putting in
because
playing in
Izzy's
my
got
persona.
Izzy's got cringe in him.
Yeah,
But his cringe
doesn't
you
play
can
into
sort
it.
of deal with because he's like exceptionally good.
Yeah,
But it still shits me to tears when he does the cringe shit.
but he's triple C, bro.
Yeah, triple cringe. Triple cringe. Get the fuck out of here. Take your straw broom hair and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Nobody cares
fuck
anymore,
that
bro.
straw broom hair.
Nobody liked you when you were a champ anyway.
The co-main event, boys. We
Sorry.
see a new strawweight women's. So is it
My girl.
strawweight or is it bantamweight?
Bantam.
Bantamweight.
girl. Champion,
No, it's
Valentina,
Fly.
the
No,
bullet.
It's Fly. You said bantamweight last pod, actually.
Did I?
I'm pretty sure it was Fly.
No, it's not Fly. Fly's like the smallest, bro. That's like
Yeah,
Rose Namajunas.
What about Straw?
There's
Nah,
Fly,
Straw's
Bantam,
smaller
and
as
Straw.
well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You said Fly's the smallest, but it's not. Straw is.
Is it? Oh, well, it's one of it's a smaller one than Bantam. But anyway, congratulations, Valentina.
Yes, my girl. Love her.
Yeah, she's
The dancing at the end. The dancing with Marab after.
Oh,
That was good.
hey. Oh, love it.
There's flyweight.
How can you not? How can
Fly.
you,
See, I fucking told you.
how can you not love her though? And how can you not think she's attractive? Tice.
Tice Spice. We're talking
yeah,
to
Tice.
you, mate.
Yeah, Tice Spice.
Me.
No, Tice.
Our friend Tice. His name is Tice, and salt's too hot for him, so Brad gave him the nickname Tice Spice. We're going to get him a red
Oh,
wig.
is that how we got? Yeah, because I forgot why I called him.
Yeah, Tice Spice. So now we're going to get him a red curly wig for the next fight and some booty shorts.
Fuck yeah, I'm keen for that.
He won't do it.
Well, from the top down, we also saw a Lopez finally take on Ortega. Those guys were scheduled to fight a couple of weeks back, but they finally got it done now, and not much was going to sort of change from the initial thoughts, I think, with this one. But
Yeah, it turned out the way you thought it would.
Dream, believe, and make it happen.
Let's go, baby.
He did it. Oh, mate, you can't not like him, bro. We had fucking my favorite interpreter of all time, Christopher Nolan, in there.
I'll
doing
tell you.
his bit.
Oh, yeah.
He's
good, eh?
bro.
How he hangs over the shoulder.
Yeah, and
of
he's
Joe.
he's really
He's
listening,
great,
and
eh?
he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and then he comes in, and like just the way he pronounces some of the words too, like,
and he gives the emphasis where it needs to be. Like,
Yeah.
like he could just say what they said.
he's
you know,
not he's not just monotoning it, phoning it in.
Yeah.
He's just like,
No.
and now I tell you now, Joe Rogan, this is who I
Yeah.
want to take.
You know what he's doing? He's dreaming. He's believing.
He's making it happen.
And he's making it happen, bro.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Speaking it, looking like Christopher Nolan, like he does.
Yeah.
Is he inceptioning it? You know, like a dream within a dream.
Oh, dude.
With a belief
he
within a
fucking
belief?
might be, hey.
Fuck.
That's
all
some
coming-
trippy shit, dude.
At the Sphere as well, with all this trippy shit going on the
bro,
screens,
yeah,
bro. It's
yeah.
coming full fucking circle.
Holy shit.
I get disappointed when Chris Nolan's not there. It always pumps me up to see him, especially when I know there's a Portuguese only speaker or a Spanish speaker.
Yeah, yeah. I did get the ick though.
Oh, not with him, did you?
Just a little bit of ick. Not from him.
Oh, sweet.
No, you'll still be upset from Lopez
Why?
because he kept touching his neck, bro.
Oh,
whole
no, because I can't remember what they said because he didn't get. They said something, and we said something about it, and then
Yeah, well, I was like,
DC
is he
like
hurt? Or-
DC like
John Anik kept saying he keeps touching his neck, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't see him touching his neck.
He was,
bro, he
dude.
fucking was non-stop.
But
He was like a
it might have
nervous
been
twitch.
like, I don't know if it was like, yeah, like, you know, like you're in the rhythm and then like he comes back
he
and
was-
that's his reset.
It's like he's touching
or
it with his
something,
thumb, bro.
or-
Like
Yeah, but he kept like the whole fight, dude, was touching his neck, and I was like,
it was same
"There's
hand,
something
same
going on,
same
yeah.
hand, same spot too.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah, the
He
whole
got a
fight,
thumb fetish.
and it was the first. He
Or a
might
neck
have
fetish.
fetish, yeah.
Throat, maybe he's a throat goat.
Yeah, with that haircut, fucking oath.
Just a bounce.
Dream, believe, and make it happen.
From the top down as well, we followed. Before that fight, you had the Zellhuber and Ribovic fight. What was the atmosphere like at the joint that you guys were watching?
Dude, we're going crazy.
How fucking nuts was
Yeah,
that?
we're going absolutely crazy for it.
Any bets on?
Nah.
Nah, nobody
bets
had
on.
bets on, dude. It was so strange. Like
Even Dill, I think Dill
Yeah.
had one. He had Lopez TKO with Panthers 13+.
yeah,
That was his multi. But yeah,
Didn't get the TKO, but yeah, there was that fight in itself had to be fight of the night. I think it was.
what Lopez and Ortega?
No, the Zellhuber Ribovic.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Massive second round.
and it's your style. Like that's your go-to too.
Love
you
a
know?
stand-up war.
Yeah.
And the thing that stood out to me in that second round when Zellhuber was just on nothing, but he
had
was stumbling
nothing
over
left,
and he was
dude.
standing up, and old mate Ribovic wasn't even throwing any combos, and he's just going
Just yeah,
swinging up and down.
He's just avoiding nothing.
But it was an absolute war, and I when it comes to Mexican Independence Week and the week that they're celebrating, that's the epitome of it.
Shout out to Zellhuber though, because oh my god, dude,
Not many people would have made that.
There was a whole round where he was rocked.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the dude looked good, that Ribovic.
Yeah.
He fucking looked sharp, man.
Yeah.
And Zaluba had like the reach and the distance and the height and everything. He looked like the bigger fighter, but Ribovic can fucking bang. The other fight that stood out to me, boys, was on the prelims card as well. What?
Oh, I just know where you're going. It's fine.
Yeah. What, the Josh Van?
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about Irene Aldana.
Oh, yeah, no, we'll go there next.
Yeah.
I
But
thought you were going to talk about Raul fucking Rosas Jr.
Got the whole crowd to do it.
G's, baby! Yeah.
Right, he's,
Even John Anik goes, I don't think that's the fight to be calling 50 G's after that.
Yeah, what did he say? He goes, we'll put it down to him being naive. Or
Yeah.
something like that, dude.
Young and naive.
What was it, youthful naivete or some
Yeah,
shit?
something like that, dude.
But yeah, the Joshua Van and Edgar Cherez, I don't know if that's how you say his last name, but there was a point in the fight. Round one comes out and Edgar's got the massive reach advantage and he's landing these massive lead kicks on Josh Van. Starts just picking him apart and does it quite convincingly as well. You know, they looked multiple times where Josh Van was hurt. Then Josh Van comes out in the second round, starts landing his own leg kicks and starts finding connection with the body shot.
Dude, those
dude.
body shots were fucking wrecking him, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
And he hit him like 3 times in a row in the like exact same spot, eh?
And there were a couple that could have almost been low blows, which someone pointed out in the comment section over on TikTok. So if you're wondering what we're referring to, check out our TikTok at Your Mates Podcast and go to the 150K UFC fight.
There was another fight to rival the
Fight of the night. Or
the fight of the night. O'Day,
Osborne.
and Rodriguez.
Oh, no, that's the fight I'm thinking of with the body kicks where he kept fucking getting him in the same
dude.
spot.
Got clipped in the first round.
What a
And
fight.
he's got the look like the tattoo of that the gangster dude on his shoulder and look
Yeah.
like Danny Trejo.
Yeah, did I?
Machete.
Yeah. But just like his energy when he, like the Mexican dude, when he first came out, you know, it was just like
Pumping, eh?
Yeah, just pumping. Couldn't wipe the smile off his face. He had the whole crowd pumping up as well, you know. And he went out there and he fucking got rocked straight away.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God, like all that build up for fucking this dude's just going to get KO'd.
You guys seen him at the press conference?
They had a bit of hype. They had a bit of shit going on, didn't they?
Holy.
Yeah, I was
so
told.
Odie Osborne can obviously speak English. Mexican, Manny, what was his name? Sorry? Rodriguez? Manny Rodriguez?
I can't remember his first name.
I think it was Manny. And yeah, bro. And he's got this big Mexican sombrero on. And he's just shouting every swear word in Spanish that you don't even need to understand Mexican and Spanish to be able to, you know, translate what he's saying. And he's just puto this, fucking pussyo this, everything under the sun.
nice.
It sounds sick. And he's just standing up, G'ing up. After I saw that, I loaded up my money on him as well, but obviously didn't get the. I think he actually ended up. Did he get the win?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Rodriguez
get the win.
won, yeah.
That's right. It was a multi, and next one got me.
Oh,
But
dude. Such a good fight, though. Because just the comeback, you know? Like, that's that whole, like, Mexicans fighting spirit thing that they all talk about, you know? He got
Warrior spirit.
rocked. Like, and I'm like real life rocked at the start of the fight. And just the whole fight just fought his way back into it. It was fucking beautiful to see.
it was great to see. Jace, did you have any takes on that, mate?
Nah, I just love those fucking body kicks, bro. They were that's that one that got him, and he like hit him, and then they're like, oh fuck, is it a fucking giga kick, bro? Because he's like, like gave him a little fucking fold over for a bit, but yeah, it was a great fight.
O'Day Osborne is like
He's
fucking
quick,
he's
bro.
an amazing. Oh, dude, I don't think I've seen somebody so quick.
He's very
Remind me
quick.
of like a young Cody Garbrandt, you know, and he was fucking lightning quick. Like he's still quick, but he was so quick when he was young. But yeah, that's what it.
Then we also had, in between all those fights, we had the Irene Aldana fight. I ended up checking out of that fight. I ended up going out to lunch for that one. But I know
Did
you
it make
boys
you
want to
hungry,
talk
did
about
it?
Yeah, seeing all that meat hanging out.
Ordered some prawns and salmon after that.
Bro, her face. Did you see the pictures of like the stitches after?
Yeah, dude.
Bro, it looks like she'd been sewn together by
She looked
someone
like,
from someone.
Dr. Frankenstein. That's her.
Yeah, do you see that picture of Jigsaw I put in the chat?
Yeah, dude.
That's what she looks like. Jigsaw from Punisher, the second Punisher movie.
Oh, so fucking gross.
Did you see that picture, Ben?
But she's like, it's so strange though because she's got like a lot of size for her weight class.
She's big, yeah.
Yeah, but she just walks forward with
And
a
she's a
fucking
boxer
head.
too, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
She walks forward with her head like every fight, dude.
Fuck, man. Imagine waking up, imagine if that's your missus and you wake up the next day. You haven't done anything, but you wake up, you open your eyes, and that's your first. That's your first.
Stuck to the pillow.
Stuck to the pillow shit, dude.
Oh.
Have you had that? You know, like we were talking the other day about the stacking your bikes when you get the grazes,
Gravel
dude.
rash or
Yeah, and you
whatnot.
wake up and you fucking stuck to the sheets.
I get that with all my tattoos, but luckily,
Yeah.
I glad wrap them when I'm feeling sweaty. Boys, the last little bit on the UFC before we move on to some NRL, because we've got to get on to that, was Tase him up, old Aaron Toe, I believe.
Yeah.
Toll. And he had a lot of hype going into it. He had the look, he had the aura about him. Couldn't get the job done. The other bloke ended up getting the contract today.
From what
Too many pukanas, eh?
Too many pukanas, not enough mana, G.
Yeah.
well,
Too many pukanas, not enough training.
Yeah, he didn't
Useless,
put in the
bro.
mahi, bro. But anyway, no. But I didn't actually get to watch the fight because I was at work. But from what I saw, just from like little clips and stuff, it was like he just got beat by ground control in the first couple of rounds, but then they stood up in the last round and made a bang of it, but it was too late.
Yeah, so obviously Dana, it's probably not his only one and only chance to get a contract.
Well,
but
Dana was standing up, like round of applause.
Oh,
shit,
nice! Yeah,
at the end
sweet.
of the fight.
There you go. So, and he's very unlucky to not get a contract, even in that sense, if Dana sees something. But I also think that I reckon having a Tarmuckle,
Yeah,
it probably does his opponents more than what it does for. Not that he gets the Tarmuckle for his fighting aura, and it goes a lot deeper than that. But imagine going up against a Brazilian or some guy that you don't really know. You can't speak their language, which I believe his opponent was a Brazilian, and you know that you're going up against a guy that's got face tattoos and he's full hearty and
what
into
do you
his,
think they used it against him? But
I think
fuel.
But I think that as a mental win for his opponent would have been landing a couple of takedowns, landing a few strikes, and then being like, "Oh, this guy's not as scary as he actually looks," type thing. Yeah. And it builds on top of that.
Full blown confidence after that.
100%. So
for sure, dude.
Whereas, if you can get him early with that sort of aura, I keep saying aura, but like intensity about you, then you probably got more opportunity to get something done earlier on in the rounds because there's still there's a bit of stage fright there.
Yeah.
They're under the bright lights and everything. But then once you start to get into your work a little bit, you build that confidence up, and it sounds like I was just thinking that being a mental aspect going into the fight, I reckon it could play into his hand really well, having face tattoos and everything. But I also think that as soon as your opponent starts to land some, that's only going to build their confidence as well.
Well, I did see some pretty etched shit actually after the fight, but it was like the opponents, like in the lead up, were like subpar and like pumping him up sort of thing to be somebody he wasn't.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know. You clip this up, I'm going to get lots of hate. But I did say, I saw some pretty ass shit about that,
Yeah, okay. We'll have to look into it. That's it for the UFC news, guys. And again, if you guys want us to talk about anything in particular with the UFC, if you don't like it or whatnot, send us up with a bit of a Your Mates Yarns and Takes. You can do that through our social media over on Instagram and Facebook. Just send through a voice message to our direct messages, and we can play it through the pod and have a bit of a yarn on it as well.
Benny, before we move on from UFC, there is something from the UFC for fight night that I would like to mention. During the fights, I decided to get on X on Twitter and on our Your Mates Twitter, and I was just like commentating the fight sort of thing. Like I reckon I think I made like 40 posts like during the card, and the first 20 I tagged UFC 307, not through UFC 306, because I was trying to get our
tweet on the screen.
I was trying to get our tweet on the screen.
That would have been sick.
I was trying my hardest, dude. But then, like, when the Marab Sugar fight came on, I was like 100% like it, and like these little posts are getting like 300 views like immediately.
Nice.
And anyway, I'm like, and I'm going, yeah, Sugar's like when it was like into the fourth round, I'm like, yeah, Sugar's up 4-0. Just like wild shit, dude.
Yeah,
like just trolling everybody.
Clickbait.
Yeah, and like and then like when I realized that Sugar wasn't gonna win, I was just like, yeah, I knew my boy Marab was always gonna win. Just clickbaiting everyone, dude. It was fucking great. It was good fun.
Nice.
Like, I had just as much fun doing that as I did watching the UFC.
Well, I think putting hashtagging 307 before the event is actually we're going to be pushed right to the front of the algorithms. So we'll have to keep that up throughout.
You know what happened though? With doing that, our X account, which is very small time at the moment. I don't know how to build a following. Well, actually, I think I've figured it out.
Maybe
you
not post-edge takes.
No, you got to be toxic as toxic as you possibly can, dude. Because from the start of the fights to the finish of the fights, we gained an extra 20 followers.
Nice. All right. Okay. I mean,
So-
we'll trial that for UFC 307.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Let's
just-
be like extra nice and extra like professional, and then we'll do the math and we'll link them up and see if which one works best.
I don't think being extra nice on X is the place, bro. It's a fucking cesspool.
It's a cesspool, dude.
The worse
It's
you
where
are,
I
the-
belong.
The worse you are, the better you get.
You'd actually love it, Ben, because you just
yeah.
say anything you want, dude.
Oh,
Nah,
mate.
but
I'll be getting called unhinged goose on the daily.
bro, it'd be a fucking lot worse than unhinged goose. You're fucking full pornos and shit on X, bro.
There you go. Help yourself. All
I
right.
haven't started any of them yet, but we'll see.
Few burners.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to the NRL news, boys, because we'll try and keep this as per request last week from the marathon runner. Who was his name?
Lucko.
Shout out to Lucko. But we'll get on to some NRL, and then we've got a couple of little your mates, yarns and takes at the end. But the first headline for the NRL this week, boys, was that the Dragons actually withdraw their the offer to Ben Hunt. I believe that they came into like a bit of a meeting or whatnot and said that he has underperformed the last couple of games, or the last few weeks, and specifically in terms of leading the pack and everything in between. And there must have been something in the contract to say that they could backflip or...
Well, as you all know, I've got my ear to the ground, especially when it comes to Ben Hunt, because he was rumoured to come to the Titans when all that contract stuff was going on. And whispers are telling me that the conversation between him and Fleno basically went like this. Look, if we don't fucking make the finals, you can fuck off, do whatever you want. But if we make the finals, hang around and fucking we'll build and we'll keep going.
So why would he make that conversation? When was this conversation had?
When all the contract stuff was going down a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, sources have told me that. So
Why would your sources tell you that? And why would he have that conversation before the season was finished?
Because they were talking about his contract, leaving or not leaving.
Yeah, but he wanted out. So he's just played
And
like
Flano said, look, mate, give us a season.
So he's just played like shit to get what he wanted.
No, he didn't play like shit. It's Dozer. He's a Queenslander. He's going to give it his all.
He did not in the last 5 or 6 weeks of football.
Well, people have off days, I guess.
For 4 weeks.
You're going to perform every day? Every day you have to?
Yep.
Well, you're not performing right now.
I am. I'm just bringing a realistic. Why would you fucking say that before you finish? He's like, fuck, mate, I'll just play like ass and I'm fucking out of this shit.
That makes no sense. Then you diminish your chances of getting a good contract at another club.
Dude, he's a fucking 30-plus-year-old fucking halfback.
Yeah, exactly. So why wouldn't you play as good as you could to get a good contract?
He's been on like $1 million. He's on
what you're saying
$800K
is it makes no sense what you're saying.
It makes 100% sense. You're just trying to spin it to your narrative because you're upset I shit on your source.
I said something and you've tried to spin it to your narrative.
No.
And
I'm spinning it to Ben Hunt's narrative. If he plays like shit and doesn't make the 8, he gets out of St. George what he wanted in the first place.
Well, he gave him another year. What's the fucking problem?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he wanted out, now he's just Flano's just gave him a way out by not making the 8.
Well, he forced him to be there for another year.
Yeah, but also gave him the fucking door to get out of the joint, which he wanted in the first place.
Well, would you
know what I mean?
Would you also agree that he has been
This
like
cunt just eye rolls?
Would you also agree that he has been blowing up a little bit? Like there'd be effort plays, right, where you could be putting in the effort to make the tackle or whatnot, but Ben Hunt's like throwing his hands up, which is unlike him as well.
Well,
so
dude,
there might be some.
The
What
fact
was the
that they
game-
said, Ben Hunt, you have to fucking stay. Oh, Zach
Yeah.
Lomax, go wherever you want, bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would shit me too.
Like, fuck Dragons, man. They're fucking beta, fucking dirty murder fucking club anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, even I think I might have even mentioned this on the pod, but somebody brought up the celebrations for the 2011 grand final. Did they win 2011?
2010.
2010. And they were, expecting to do a massive, like, whole Wollongong to come out and celebrate them doing the street parade. Fucking no one turned up.
No,
They
that
pretty
was,
much did the
that
street
was
parade.
the Ben Hunt 300th, wasn't it? And none of the teammates or
No
anything
one
turned
came.
up. Yeah.
Was that the barbecue?
No.
Sounds like it's a Dragons theme. It's just
And
a
then
boycott.
And then this, it was a couple of years ago. Nobody went to the fucking end of year prezzo.
Yeah, that was the one when Ben Hunt got his award thing for. I think he got the thing for his 300th
Like,
and
what
Player of the
fuck
Year or
would-
whatever.
Like, yeah. Fuck, I've just played 300 games, guys. Yeah, who gives a fuck?
It's a bit rude, isn't it? Like,
Fuck that club, bro.
Well, you look at the way that the Titans celebrated Foz's 300 compared to his.
Yeah, and he's fucking played 10 games in
for
the
the
time
Titans.
that he's been there.
Yeah. Interesting takes there, but we're going to move on to the next one, boys. The next one brings us to the new South Sydney coach as of next year. Bane Winnett, he had his first official meeting with the board, and they pretty much came out to the press and said, Wayne is not fucking around.
Well, he must
Well,
be
he
because he
just signed,
Josh Schuster.
yeah, the blindest player in rugby league.
I'm actually excited for him. Like, I hope he goes good.
Yeah, you've got bias
Who,
towards him,
Schuster?
though.
Yeah, bro, you wrote him off for fucking years, and then you meet
No,
him once.
dude,
Meet
when-
him once,
when
and you
he
go,
was-
oh fuck, mate, I hope he has every
No,
fucking.
no.
Or did he
chat.
play with your
Oh,
ponytail
fuck,
up
man.
at Pink Monkey or something?
Thanks, bro.
Why is it always with the hair with you, bro? You're gonna get new material, Ben.
Is that getting to him?
No, it's just
It's
like
getting to him, dude.
yeah.
it's not getting
love
to me
that.
in this fact. Like, oh my god, maybe I should cut my hair so
Maybe
Ben
it's a
doesn't
bit
pick
like how
on
you
me.
keep bringing up my boxing fights and my deadlifts and shit.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't. You just brought them up again. Like when you said, "Don't bring up my bets." I haven't brought it up. You brought it up all the
I'm
time.
pretty sure.
This guy.
You just brought
Anyway,
his bets
I
up.
can bring it up.
Oh, okay.
I can bring it up.
Well, I
Yeah.
can only bring up jokes about my hair then. That's how you want to be.
That's a gay rule, dude. I like making ponytail jokes.
That
Nah,
wasn't
go
even a
for it.
joke.
Ponytail jokes are there. Go for
I
it,
was
boys.
asking you a question.
What, that he grabbed my? If he grabbed my ponytail,
Did he grab it? Did he?
is
I
that,
asked
that's
if
what you
he-
just
did he-
said?
I asked
Did
if
he-
he played with it.
Yeah, did he pull on it?
Nah, he
I thought
didn't
he'd
do
like
that.
flick it and
Didn't even have
hot tour on that thing.
But more to
Oh,
my
he
point,
spit on my hair.
Forget about spitting on each other's hair. More to my point, you wrote him off for years, dude. You
No,
made him.
I-
made him. Oh, hold on, let me finish. You made him once, and now you're like, oh, I hope he just fucking comes back and has a good season. Like, just all the best.
I've
to
got a
the
good
lad.
feeling about it.
No, well, I've already got another one built up for a player that I've fucking been writing off as well for this year. So you can stick that theory.
Who
up
is it?
your ass.
Well, are you gonna predict it, or are you gonna bring it up later?
No, I already had it in my fucking mental notes in my head for talking about finals games. And it's already on the list there, number 9. Nico Hines. Give the poor cunt a break.
Ooh,
Number 9.
Everyone needs to give the poor... See Sharks versus Cowboys?
Oh, I was gonna say this says nothing about Nico Hines.
Well, Sharks, he plays for him, so get with the
Yeah,
program.
sorry, mate. Yeah.
But yeah, give that poor cunt a break. I fucking...
Nah, fuck him.
Yeah, okay. All right.
no, keep going. Hold on. No, we're going to get to that.
We'll get to that. It's on number 9. It's on number 9. But I don't know. Being at a shit club like Manly, having a shit coach like Des, and then
Bro was
fucking
passing the ball to no
Seabold.
one.
Come on, bro. He was under Seabold for longer than he was with Des.
No, he wasn't.
But he
He only been to Seabold's only been there last year and this year.
But also, you can
And he sacked him.
Exactly. Like, come on, man.
the turmoil with Manly was never against Manly's coaching style. It was always against Josh Schuster being lazy, bro.
And fat.
yeah, it was around him being lazy. I mean,
And fat.
yeah. So whether or not you want to put that blame that on
Wait,
him,
does Josh listen or something?
or whether you
Well,
want, or whether you want South Sydney to fucking hold his hand.
Well, oh,
Kettle-
because I'm fat, I'm
Kettle-
not allowed to say the
Kettle
fucking
calling the
peop-
fucking pot black over here.
Wow.
It wasn't my fucking opinion, bro. Everyone was saying he was fat.
No shit. He did nothing to help himself out, but also,
Oh, sorry.
Manly's a lot at fault here for signing him on such a big fucking deal on potential.
100%, dude.
Because like you look, so the way I look at it, like with him and
It's
like
the
Nick Ash Taylor, Nico, all these sort of players, Toby Sexton, fucking Jamal Fogarty, like players that have just been fucked over by their clubs making shitty deals.
You just named 3 Titans.
Well, okay, there you go.
But, you know.
But
if
you know
the
what I
shoe
mean?
fits,
Like
yeah.
those sorts of things. Like Ash Taylor was a fucking gun, and do you think the big price tag like worsened his career, like his actual the way he played?
I think, yeah.
Because I've met
Ash.
Ash Taylor a few times, and
Yeah.
he's a fucking nice cunt, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's a good bloke.
The fact you met Schuster at Pink Monkey, I reckon that the bro was living the what do you guys call it? The champagne lifestyle off the beer budget.
Dude,
Well,
he's
that
got
was when he
he's
came
got
up here
champagne
to-
money, bro. You guys are paying him $800,000 and paying part of his contract at South.
Yeah.
You're paying him for the next couple of years.
Because
so-
he did enough to deserve it, but then you've got to continue to keep doing that shit. But young
But that-
players don't always understand.
Is that the thing, though? Because it seems that's the way. Like, everybody who gets big money, the next year they're shit.
Guess
No,
what?
but
It's a lot of the young crowd too.
I don't know if it's like big money you turn shit. I think it depends on where your fucking club's at. Because Manly didn't make finals the last 2 years, and they're fucking going out and paying this cunt $800K when they've already got like all these massively high paid players as it is.
We also had like the Fainu brothers and all those sorts of guys where we could have put our money in
Yeah,
better places. But
It's so
Yeah,
I don't think
100%.
it's 100% a Josh Schuster thing. I think it's the expectation with the money on top. Like it's like similar to an Ash Taylor thing. Obviously, I would probably rate Ash Taylor a bit more because he'd done a bit more. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a whole combination of those things. But
Like, a lot comes down to the person you are, though, I think. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be a certain type of person to go, I've got the money. Fuck this. You know what I mean?
yeah, there's
The hard work is over.
or you've got to say, well, fuck, they're paying me the money now. I've got to put in the hard work.
Yeah, well, that's
Like,
the
I've gotta
type of
earn
person
my-
I am, man.
Yeah, like I've got to earn my money now. Like, why?
When
are you
I'm at
paying me
work,
this?
I'm like, well, fuck, you're paying me fuck all. I'm going to do fuck all. Pay me more, I'll fucking show you what I'm made of.
Also, fuck all.
Yeah, they pay me more, and I go, oh, sorry, yeah, no, actually, what I was giving you before, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, you actually.
we're actually going to reduce your hourly rate.
and legally, you actually can't backstep my pay. So
yeah.
suck
Thanks,
me off.
boys.
I also shit 6 times a day, so you pay me for about hour 45.
Yeah, eat shits
Yeah.
for 25 minutes. Can't suck that.
Nah, but yeah, no, I hope he goes good. But I think I don't know. I got this feeling with fucking old fucking the old wise wizard of 107 years old, Wayne
Wayne.
Bennett. I think he's going to get something out of him.
Do you know what sort of contract he's been put on? Is
1
it-
year. It's just a 12-month.
Yeah, money wise, I mean.
I think Manly's paying majority of it, to be honest.
Oh, it's one of those ones.
Yeah.
Wait, he's still.
Man,
how
they
many
have-
years does he have left?
I think would they sign him for, Ben? 3 or 4 years? 4 years when he
I
signed
think it was 4 years.
So he's got 3 years left. I think they have to
No,
pay him for 3.
my
They have to pay
God.
like half of it or some shit for
No,
3
they
years.
didn't sack him the same year they did the deal, did they?
Yeah. So he got
Holy
asked.
shit.
Because he was up here at Pink Monkey drinking with Jason.
No, he came up here to talk to Titans.
Yeah, that's
because
why
they
he was,
sacked him.
That's why he was here.
That's why he was here, though.
And he was when I talked to him, he was in no way inebriated as I was. Like he would have been like maybe a drink or two
Yeah.
deep, I reckon. Like he was
Like
the
you
only-
were blind, he wasn't.
Oh, fuck, 100% cunt. Did you see the photo I sent? He's probably getting drunk off my breath, cunt.
Yeah, but he's still like he's blind when he's sober though. So
Yeah.
you were both blind.
Yeah.
If he has 2 drinks, you're all gone. Boys, the next talking point of the NRL was a couple of the halves that are off contract next season. There's quite a few coming off. Let me run through a couple of them all, but potentially, so I guess specifically more so the Knights are actually on the hunt for a couple of halves. But the halves that are up for grabs off contract at the end of the year, we got Daniel Atkinson from the Sharks. DCE is off contract by the end of the year. Jake Clifford and Tom Duffy from the Cowboys.
Isn't he? Hang on. Is DC available to talk? Hasn't he got next year as well?
Nobody can talk to him. Jonah Pezzett from the Storm, Ben Hunt, obviously from the Dragons, Chad Townsend. He's got an asterisk to his name.
I think because he's got a 1 year
he's got
deal
1
with
year.
with Roosters.
Yep.
That's right.
You got Adam Reynolds off contract by the end of the year, Sam Walker, Sean O'Sullivan, Toby Sexton, Braden Trindle, and KO Weeks.
Look,
So there's a lot of those sort of like mid to high end halfbacks that are available up for grabs by the end of the year.
You know what's going to happen? And I fucking hate it because I love Kieran Foran, but we've signed him for another year, right? And there's there's so many good halves coming up for next year. And literally,
You've overpaid your half again.
I don't think they've
I don't
overpaid
think
him.
we've overpaid. It's like 700 or 800K, which is okay. I think.
That's fucking pocket money.
That's
eh?
pretty reasonable, I think, considering we pay, Tino 1.2, fucking Dave.
Fifi, yeah.
Dave is getting fucking 1.1 or something.
Poor Phil
No,
Sammy.
fucking-
Like
didn't
feeding
he go
his
up down to
kids.
900?
Oh, maybe. No,
Wasn't
I
that
think
part
it
of
goes
his-
up every year, bro. That's a part of it because the salary cap increases every year.
Yeah, but after his 1.1, didn't he go down to 859 or something, and then it increases from there
Oh, possibly. I hope so.
after that?
I'll be
Because remember
happy
he
with
signed that 1.2 or whatever to get him
Yeah.
there, and then
And Brimo's on 600 or 700, for fucking however many more years. 3 or 4.
Crazy how well the
Yeah.
Titans sort of came good by the end of the year, based off how much money they had sitting on the pine as well.
came good.
I wouldn't say come good.
You can't, you can't, mate. Like from
I'm
what the
the
players that
biggest
you guys
one-eyed-
just listed, then the amount of times that they played this year, they played fuck all.
That's what I mean,
And
but-
so you've got
The end
3/4 of your cap sitting on the bench.
The end of the year sort of was around the way they started.
And guess what? They didn't end up like the Tigers playing for the fucking Spoon Bowl.
Thank fuck.
I tip my hats to the Titans for doing that.
Yeah, and I think that's that whole fucking Des Hasler fucking thing, bro.
Yeah, he learned that
brought
from Manly.
If we fucking still had
Manly learned it off him, bro.
fuck, who was our last coach? I can't even fucking remember now.
Justin Holbrook.
Holbrook. If we still had Holbrook sitting there, bro, it's like, oh well, the year's over. Get out there and do your best, boys.
Yep.
You know?
Sacked a coach on becoming 9th.
Alrighty,
Fucking oath.
Finished 14th.
we're gonna move
On a
on.
buy round.
Fuck's that got to do?
What did
He's
someone
still
say?
9th.
Barley.
No, I'm just saying, I sacked him. We won, and then we sacked him on the buy round.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Weak
that
as
was
piss.
that was one of the worst ones I've seen. Boys, moving on to the next part, we've also got the Bulldogs and the Knights have officially bowed out of the NRL finals race. They got beaten over the weekend. But was there any sort of recaps or any sort of thing that you want to put out there towards the Knights or the Bulldogs? I mean, the Bulldogs have had a really good year. They're the Penrith beater side. And
Canterbury Bankstown Panthers.
yep. It was good to see them make the finals and push through this year, but it was even better to see Manly do it.
But
I'll tell you what I want to say about the Dogs. Josh Addo-Carr getting on the bags fucking after a loss.
I get it.
Hey?
I get it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they still
pick me
had a
up.
game. They still had a game to win, bro.
Yeah,
like
need to
they
pick.
still had a chance.
But then also after you've been your one of you, I can't say your best mate, but one of your good mates, your Indigenous brother, has been highlighted in the headlines as
Yeah.
of lately as well. You'd think you'd be treading a little bit
Not
more.
just lately, Benny, because those two were together with the whole COVID fucking scandal as well. Not fucking doing the COVID rules, saying that they're going back to country and that. Like they were just out there, obviously pissing it up around a bonfire.
You reckon
with the boys?
You reckon Addo-Carr looks up to Latrell Mitchell?
I don't know. I think
You reckon?
they-
You reckon Josh
He's
Addo-Carr
old-
was
he's
clean?
older, bro.
Addo-Carr is older than him.
Addo-Carr's been clean all year, and then he finally hears the headlines that Trail Mitt's been done for bags. So
Well, how do you know he's been clean all year? It's just the first time he's been caught.
that's my yarn. That's all right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
What?
Whoops.
When was that yarn going to happen?
Oh no, it was just that was like the pun of my joke. But
okay, yeah.
it just flew fucking straight over. Wasn't a good one, was it? Anyway,
Not now.
anything else on the Knights and the Dogs, boys?
I
Well,
don't know.
so doggies for me. Manly didn't win that game. Doggies lost it because you guys were getting fucking fisted until the last 7 minutes. They beat you in every stat except for points. And I think he's only just beat him in average meters per set as well.
And because you cheated on the last play.
I would be, yeah, that was a fucking forward pass and a knock on. But anyway.
And
happens in every game.
And Cherry Evans, as long as his neck is, his head was in the scrum.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. What was he, about 8 meters out of the scrum?
He can stand 8 meters out of the scrum and still put his head in. That's the thing.
Right.
Not many players can do it. That's one of Taylor's best traits.
I think they want shoulders on bums, bro.
And congratulations to the Cowboys,
and,
by the way.
And what? You have to have your fucking socks pulled up to your knees while you're at it.
Yeah.
Fucking get
but
fucked.
in Daly Cherry Evans' defense, if he put his shoulders on the bum of the second rowers, his head's poking out the other side.
Yeah.
Like he's kissing Red
and he
Marnie.
could
Yeah,
just-
he's in the middle of the dogs pack.
He could just hook the ball back with his neck like a giraffe when they fight.
Oh, yeah, you're not allowed to hook with your foot, but Daly grabs it with his mouth.
Yeah.
Brings it back.
And then just sucks his neck in.
Is it like a peacock? Just goes.
Yeah, go gadget neck. And he just extends his neck, pulls the ball back. Yeah. But shout out to the Cowboys, 13 versus 1, because the only one having a crack out there was fucking Kalen Ponga. My God, he's fucking good, bro. He's...
Fletcher Sharp was having a good crack as well.
Yeah, but I mean, like everything was coming off Ponga.
Was like, dude, the way he was
that little
moving,
whack?
I was like,
He was
where has
intense.
that been all year?
He was
Because
intent, bro. He was getting after
I
it.
haven't seen a human move sideways, forwards, backwards, fucking accelerate. Like, I haven't seen that all year from anybody in the fucking league.
But do you know, fucking, what's his name? He follows us on the page, I think.
Jamie Soward.
No, Sam McIntyre.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, he's been having a dig, cunt.
Yeah, he's been going good.
Holy, dude, like, fuck, like I thought he was always pretty good at the Titans, but never really got a fucking regular crack. But fuck, man, he must have fucking sucked that hot air in up there and go with it, because I reckon he's been like one of their unsung heroes this year. Fuck, he's been good.
Yeah, I agree. Filling in the second row there.
Well, because he sometimes comes off the bench, but he's been starting when who's the one that's
Lukey.
been out? Heel and Lukey, yeah, fuck. And he goes in the front row too. I think he plays 13 a little bit as well. Like, dude, fucking beast, bro.
The thing that trips me out about Sam McIntyre is when we were with him at Super Bowl. The Super Bowl thing. At
the
Ripon
hot
Park.
wings.
Yeah, dude. But what trips me out about him, because when he's on the field, he looks like a small guy.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I think
When we were with him at Rip and Collect at the Super Bowl day, I was like, that cunt is huge,
bro. He's a fucking
talking about me.
Sam McIntyre, bro. His shoulders are like fucking 4 foot wide. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, he doesn't look like that on the field.
He's been unreal for the Cowboys this year.
Yeah, that's what Wadey was just saying.
Bro. I reckon he's been one of their unsung heroes, to be honest. Out of that team, like, and
signed a contract extension this year as well.
Yeah, what did he get next year? 3 years?
I think
or
two or three.
At
least 2.
He deserves it, dude.
Yeah,
he deserves
but yeah, he's been killing it. So fucking shout out to him.
Handy, good mate of the pod too.
How about the fucking Cowboys not thinking ahead, booking a flight? Or every fucking hick from North Queensland is going to be flying to Sydney this weekend.
Yeah, what happened there? I've seen little bits of it.
There's 2 charter flights a day that fly direct to Sydney.
Yeah.
They got completely booked out by Cowboys fans flying to Sydney. and the Cowboys team forgot to buy tickets.
What the fuck?
So
you idiots.
Yeah. So that means to me they didn't think they were going to win. So they didn't book them in advance. And then I think they had to hit the NRL up to fucking get them a charter flight special. They had to borrow $100,000 or some shit.
Oh my God.
To get them a fucking charter flight down and back.
Well, maybe Kimbo, who's one of the avid listeners, the only Cowboys fan who listens, maybe the only Cowboys fan ever. Maybe she can drive them down there.
Yeah, go pick up a fucking bus, bro, and just haul ass.
Yeah.
Red eye to fucking Sydney, bro.
Yeah, or she'll steal a plane like fucking
Surely
like Sky King.
Yeah. Surely they've got some cash from the Val deal when they sold him to the Dragons. Surely they got some lazy 100K swooping around.
Val's probably got a plane, bro.
Yeah, full of cocaine. We're flying all night, baby.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, we can't take this one over the border.
Yeah. It's full of coke and double black cruisers.
The next talking point that we've got, boys, we'll cover a couple of the first couple of games of the round. You had the Roosters versus the Panthers, and the Storm take on. Sorry, not the. Roosters took on the Panthers.
And Storm took on the Sharkies.
Yeah, and they both did a job on both opponents who have, the Sharks and the Roosters have both looked like contenders all year long, and they've had all the raps. To see it happen and play out in finals footy, yes, both teams are struggling with a bit of form or whatnot, but the way that the Panthers and the Storm played were levels above both of those sides as well.
Oh, bro. Nathan Cleary.
And he's not even 100%.
Bro, he's like, they're like, oh,
because there's Tom Turbo who played on the weekend who's not 100%. We can all see that. But then there was Nathan Cleary who didn't play 100%. And he you could not tell.
Yeah. Like dude, like, we're going to fucking run at him all night with Angus Crichton. Bro, first fucking hit up, bro. Cleary's in the tackle putting a shot on with his shit shoulder.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's like, I don't know if that's like
bit of ego.
Big balls, bro, saying, fuck. You forget fucking daddy's home, cunt. Like, this is my home. This is our last home game here now. Like, because obviously we weren't sure if we're going to get the home
they're
final.
playing for their own.
Yeah. So now, dude, he's just too good. The whole fucking team was fucking great, bro.
Well, it was
Isaiah Yo. Fuck, he's bullshit, bro. He's so consistent. Like, I just love, I love him. I love him so much.
The guy who stood out for me, I know you're a big fan, Moses Leota. Off every hit up was at least getting 20 meters of yardage every hit up that he'd go.
Him and Fish,
insane. Fish was just taking on 4 or 5 guys at a time, and everyone's crawling all over the top of him. Be good, bro. And but Moses Leota, man, it was like he was running from the back fence every time he'd get the ball.
Now I know you're not a Panthers fan. But seeing the Bash Bros do this shit like together at Clubland, does it get you excited for them
Pacific Championships
in the New Zealand jersey?
Yeah.
And have you seen the new New Zealand jersey?
Oh yeah, they've paid homage to the 2002.
Oh, dude.
Fucking love it. How good does Fish look in it?
No, it's the black and white with the V. It's got like the white.
Fucking
dude, it looks fucking gangster.
Fish looks hot as in it.
And what's the fucking wooden piece that Fish is holding in that photo, Ben? What are they called?
A taiaha.
Is that it? Like,
that's what it's called, yeah.
Because taihas can be long too, though, eh?
There's another word for them, though, but yeah.
Because you remember on Once We're Warriors?
You can have like full spear-looking ones.
Yeah, and he's like, that's a taiaha, boy. He's like, get off me, you black bastard. He's like, we're the same colour.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
We'll find it and we'll post it. But
surely that gets you pumped though. Like it kind of makes me sad though. Like because like
and then Rome Hughes watching the way that he performs and knowing that he's going to be our 7.
And but like Fish coming out with the like the tribal the feathers and that on with his kids and that.
Yep.
Did you see that? Oh,
bit much.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, at least he won. Unlike the boys doing the pukana.
Well, Kai won, bro.
No, not tase them up though.
Yeah, not tase them up. We're going to move on from the Panthers and the Storm games and get a little bit into the Manly and the Dogs game. That was obviously a big game for us on the pod and for me and specifically being my team. But specifically as well, I know that one of the standouts was Reed Marnie getting amongst it.
You've got it written there politely, Reed Marnie is a grub.
What'd you say?
I'm going out with wanker. Yeah. Bro, like... Yeah, that shit's worked like a few times this year, getting blokes sent off and picking with the big men and shit. And then it's like, fuck, bro. Like
certain guys, you probably shouldn't do. You
know what pumps me up though in that whole little fucking melee there. What happened with DCE and my boy, fucking
was it Curran?
Curran,
yeah.
Just fucking shit whipped him. Like, dude, I didn't know DCE had it in him, dude. It's like he put his whole neck into that.
Like the old giraffe slap, Like we're just talking about.
Dude, literally just shit whipped him. I was like, dude, Curran's not small.
All he needed to do was give him a noogie.
And because shout out to Curran because
we love Josh Curran here.
Yeah, love him, dude. Big fans. But I'll bet you Josh Curran's like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
How the fuck did did DCE just shit whip the fuck out of me, eh?
Aren't you 35 years old?
Fucking.
Was that your neck that just wrapped around mine? Did we just...
Dude, but that whole thing, like...
Have you seen giraffes fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's what we're just talking about, the neck whips, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, boys.
We should try and do an edit of a giraffe whipping another giraffe, and one be DCE and one be Curran.
Yeah, one's got long hair, yeah.
Yeah.
No, fuck it. One better. Let's put Reed Marnie's head on one.
Yeah, he needs a fucking needs a smack, bro.
But I've never seen... Have you ever seen DCE do something like that before?
Yeah, what was the Origin game where he
Was it this year? No, not the Luai one.
Nah. Oh, when he fucking started that fucking whole
Not
bullshit.
that. Not that.
Well, I thought that's what you were talking about. But yeah, he's pretty clean cut. Like he doesn't.
Yeah, he's very
always have-
clean cut.
But I, as a Manly fan, I love to fucking see that, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you
like
know
your
that
cap.
your captain is
Yeah.
standing up for your boys. He's
100%.
smaller. He's smaller than Curran. Obviously, halfback against front row. I think the scenario that it was over as well. He could have handled himself, but Cherry Evans just like fuck this.
Wait, was it?
Josh is my boy, dude. But to see Ches fucking get in there and fucking give him a good hard fucking
Fuck you.
fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Was it Critter that was getting in Burbo's face? And then like fucking you see Gerbo like never gets pissed off, bro, and he's like, hey cunt, like what are you fucking doing? Like grabbing him and shit, and Critter just like does not break eye contact with Burbo. You're like, oh.
Gerbo just went up to him, gave him a thumbs up, and Critter backed
He's like,
away.
see this?
Bro,
you know
but-
where I could put this?
You know when the nice guy gets angry, bro, that's when you're like, oh, like
Yeah.
he folds cunts.
Did I go
for-
too far?
Like he folds cunts for fun, like playing footy and apologizes. Like if you're actually upsetting him, touching his younger brother.
Well, Burbo's a nice guy too.
They're all good.
But that's what I
blokes.
mean. Like fucking hell, Critter. Like have you noticed the Critter hate lately? Like
Well, because he's getting glazed too much by the media, the NRL, and everybody's getting on his dick,
they're
which is
putting
not Critter's fault.
no,
They're
but
putting
they're
that pussy on a pedestal, bro.
yeah, they're tall poppying him big time.
Yeah, yeah. And
Poor
he's
cunt.
and he's obviously you get pumped up too much, bro. You can't. Obviously, you're not going to live up to it eventually.
Yeah, pump
Well,
up
you
those-
just can't put on that many consecutive perfect performances in a row as well.
Not when you play for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, fuck the Bulldogs. Glad you guys are out of the finals, by the way. We don't have to put up with your bullshit anymore at Belmore.
And the way that we did that as well, the way that we saw that all pan out, what a moment. The last sort of 8 minutes, Manly were digging their way back into the game. They were clawing themselves in. Honestly, boys, I was watching the game. I'd gotten the shits with the game, and I'd just been like, nah, fuck this. Our season's over. So
Did
I
you
got
turn
up.
it off?
No, I started to go. I started to go do the dishes. I was just so frustrated. You know when you're so angry, you just start cleaning.
Bro,
So
don't
anyone else do
bullshit
that?
us, Benny.
Because
No.
you've been known to go to bed and have
You've got-
Netflix
Oh,
on.
bro,
You've
if it was
got
40,
form.
if it
You've
was
got
40 to
form,
6,
Ben.
I'm going. Yeah, give me some Netflix. Give me something good for my soul.
I'm still,
something that's going to give me some good
watching them,
dreams.
to the end. If it's 40 to
Always.
6, if say it's 40 to 6, Panthers go out to the Roosters on the weekend. I'm still watching.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm still watching. I can't help myself.
It's
But I
sad.
think the fact that Benny didn't turn the game off,
No.
he still had it there. Maybe we're getting through to him.
Maybe
Well,
maybe he's taking a step forward into to being a dead set rugby league fan.
Maybe he'll get his Australian citizenship from this.
Yeah, it's like one of the questions is, have you ever turned off a game of football before the end without finding the outcome? Shaking with the pencil above the box, tick no.
Well, yeah. Even I guess on that as well, boys. The match winner. As I was sort of saying to you guys, I'd gotten the shits. I'd started to clean, and I hear the commentary start to go off. So I sort of roll back over the TV as Tom Trbojevic is doing that little pirouette and spin break through the tackle. See Ben Trbojevic get the ball, passes it on to Tolu Kola. The one time that I'm like, do not pass the fucking ball, because Tolu Kola very renowned for hogging the ball,
Hogs it,
and
bro.
everybody knows that's coming. And surely enough, but he just tucked that ball underneath his arm. What a fucking run to the try line! Lost a boot in the process as well. But think. So Charlotte texts me saying our neighbours have come outside because I was screaming so fucking loud.
Yes.
Nice. That's
I love
Jerry's
that,
so
Benny.
loud.
That pumps me up.
Shout out to
dude.
my neighbours. Sorry in advance.
Yeah.
for this
Shout
week.
out to Cooler.
Yeah. Listening to the Matty Johns podcast today with Cooper Cronk. Apparently up until the 80s, if you lost any item of your
82, 83.
if you lost any item of clothing,
No
whilst
try.
trying to try, no try.
What?
That's fucking bullshit, isn't it? Imagine some cunt's hanging off you, rips your jersey off, you go down and score a try with your fucking kid off, bro.
Had to be in full uniform.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that such a bizarre rule?
That's
So
pretty
that's like,
crazy.
you think about that. So 1908 to 83, that's a fucking long time, bro. So
Well,
it's 70
it's
something
almost
years.
80 years.
Yeah.
you know what? Talking about like not
Crazy.
you know like non-uniform. What about the players playing with no mouth guards?
I never played with a mouth guard. You know
Never,
what I,
you
you know
never
what I-
played some high
That's why
quality
you got
footy,
to fuck small, mate. Nah, just kidding.
Do you know what? No, I used to
bro.
I-
You lose tongues, you lose fucking lips, you
Yeah,
lose
dude.
everything. Not
why are you
wearing
putting
a
your
mouth
tongue
guard.
between your teeth?
Bro, shit happens in
Shit
split
happens,
seconds.
dude. Like you've never accidentally bit the side of your tongue.
Yeah, heaps, but never playing
well,
footy.
Like I'm not taking.
Why
a,
are you rolling your eyes, bro?
I'm not
Fucking
taking a
things
hit
are
up.
stuck
I didn't,
in-
bro.
These
I was
fucking
gonna
things stuck in
sneeze, and
reverse
then
tonight.
I was going to sneeze and then I didn't.
Yeah, you'll be fucking sneezing in a minute.
Bro, I'm not
Punch on
taking-
the end of the nose, cunt.
I'm not taking a hit up
Fucking hell.
and
All right,
and
DCE,
running.
fucking hell.
I'm not running into my first hit up with a poo cunner.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I
Which
wouldn't.
pakuna? What is it?
What? Yeah. What did you say?
Pakuna?
Pakuna. Yeah, that's it, bro.
What is it?
Poo cunner.
Oh,
Pukana.
pukana.
No,
Oh,
but
almost got it right.
No, I never played with the fuck. Like even when I was playing, like AFL, was a little bit worrisome because like fucking cunts like jump on the back of your head and shit, and you're like, oh fuck, this could be the one. But like, I never. I used to actually take chewing gum with me, like when I'd play, and I'd have fucking 3 bits of chewing gum.
And wrap it around your teeth so you could show the
They
rest.
think this
I
cunt's
just-
munching on his mouth
No,
guard
I
and he's
just
just chewing
I
gum.
just chew it all the time because I find when I run as well, if I keep chewing in my mouth, it stops my fucking tongue drying out because my nose is fucked from when I got it broken.
Yeah, well, chewing
And,
gum actually does produce saliva.
Well,
It's a known
I
fact.
end up turning into a fucking mouth breather when I run, and there's so much more running in fucking AFL than there is league. So when you're running so much, especially when it's hot, if I'm chewing gum, it stops me from fucking drying out so much.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, never fucking chip the tooth, bite my tongue, bite my lips, anything
How did your nose get broken?
in a fight.
A
How
fight
else
or a pump?
What?
Did you get? Did you get in a fight or did you get pumped?
No, I got in a fight.
Oh, did he look worse than you?
Nah, no.
He got pumped.
Okay.
Oh,
Got
that's
me.
what I'm asking.
Yeah, I got.
That does not surprise me that you got your nose broken from a fight.
Yeah, you could nose breaks in fights all the time. I've had 4 broken noses.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
And with a nose that size, it's very
it's
easy
fucking
to
hard.
fuck-
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Like, it's hard
miss
to
it.
admit. If you can't break this nose, you're the loser. Like fuck me.
like
So
that
you'll
lady.
win fights with a broken nose.
Yeah, fucking 100%.
Oh, easy, dude. Easy.
Nah, because the way
He's not cut from that cloth, bro.
the way
No, his nose isn't, but the rest of him is.
the way I got this one, the last one broken. So the couple of times I've broken it, it's gone all the way through. So I've just been able to fix it up, like out the front of the pub, and straighten it back up.
But,
But-
I've never had my nose busted to the point where I've got to straighten it.
Oh, I think I've had actually I broke my nose 3 times, but the 2 I did, they broke straight, so I could just fucking click them back into place, and it's not that bad. But this one only fucking clipped me because I fucking leant back as he swung at me, and he just got this side, so it's pushed all this in, and that's why I fucking can't breathe or do lines out of it.
I'll tell you what, I've got to go see a doctor about my nose because I've been struggling to breathe through my nose
Well, hey, dude, my mate
for like 2 months now.
my mate Sam broke his nose with a surfboard. Fucking board came out from under him on a wave. Fucking hit him straight in the nose. Went to public health, got it done. 6 weeks, bro, to get in to get surgery. And they just
Fuck, I might do it, eh?
they re-break it and then open everything up.
But
for
I've never
you.
had my nose broken. It's like, I don't know, it's like my,
Septum's deviated.
yeah, and I
Or
don't
caved
know,
in.
and I don't know how.
Yeah, that's too much whiz fizz, mate. You get a lot of whiz fizz?
Oh, in my younger days, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of whiz fizz, mate. It does the job.
Doesn't
Remember
that break
the
down all the
shovels? I
cartilage?
remember the little shovels that used to
It was
get
literally
in
just
the Whiz
preparing
Fizz.
us for older life, right?
Dude, 100%. Oh, well, you know what was weird? Because when I was in
You snort the
in
whiz
my early days of high school, Me and my mates used to actually snort Whiz Fizz.
Dude, ours was
I remember doing
I'd
it
never
too.
even-
It's like burns.
I'd never even come across like drugs that you snort or anything. Like I'd never even heard of them, and then people are just like, "Hey, yeah, snort Whiz Fizz." Bro, the drips from Whiz Fizz are hectic.
dude, the ones we used to do at school because we had the dining hall and stuff. So
What's
everyone-
8 plus 9, Brad? 16, miss.
So close.
Ours was salt shakers, bro. We'd do the salt lines on the table.
Oh,
And then everyone would
fuck
say
no.
who could do the biggest one. And I'm like, bro, there's no point. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because it fucking hurts regardless. Like, it's shit.
They just
Like-
need mum sachets.
Might as well be snorting ice.
Yeah. But, but yeah, no, getting your nose broke, it's not that bad, bro.
One more for the road.
One more.
I can't believe you're surprised that you can lose or win a fight with a broken nose, Ben.
Yeah, no. Mate, if my nose gets broken, I'm tapping out.
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially when I'm fucking...
you're a tough cunt.
No,
mate.
it's because I'm...
I forget how tough you are
it's
sometimes.
No, it's not because I'm tough. It's because I'm shit-faced when it happens.
Always shit face.
Yeah, going home
Ever
in an
been in a
ambulance.
sober fight? Neither.
Nah.
Nah.
So you could, the one that was the funniest though was when I got head butted and then king hit straight after it, and I was like, oh fuck. Anyway, I go home. Mum's like, oh, what happened? What happened? I'm like, nothing. She goes, look in the mirror, and I look. I'm like, oh fuck me. I was like, it's worse than it was before. And it's like it's buckled, like it's bent out of shape. So I'm like, oh, don't worry, and I just go and like fucking pushed it back in.
Right in front of your mum.
Yeah, and she's like, like fucking, she's like, get away from me, you gross cunt, clean the blood up. Like, I'm like, oh, and I was like, and it's like fucking all the blood's like, oh, dude, funny though.
Well, give us your best sniff through your nose, bro.
What, the
Into
right, the
mic.
right side?
No, your whole nose. Yeah,
See, and then you go,
that sounds fucked.
it's like closed, bro.
If it's yours.
All right, ready? Hold on. Let me close one nostril. That one's all right. That one works. Ready?
Yeah, you got the same side too. Right side. Left
weird.
side, strong side.
I reckon my left
Show
side's
us,
good
buddy.
as.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's fucked.
Wait, so are we all literally left side, strong side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Remember the
Right
Titans,
side done some
cunt.
jobs.
Remember the Titans.
Done a bit of work.
boys.
That's so good, dude.
Alrighty, boys. Before we move on to your mates' yarns and takes, we got the last sort of segment on this. That's just going to preview the upcoming round against with the semi-finals coming up. Sharks versus the Cowboys, Manly versus the Chooks. Any particular things that you guys want to mention about those?
Cowboys,
specific takes?
Cowboys I got winning because they've won. I think they won 5 games in Sydney, and I think they played more in Queensland.
They're on a roll, dude.
I'm back at Manly versus the Chooks, even though it's at Allianz, which is pretty cool. Back-to-back nights, Allianz games, Friday, Saturday. And I'm not back in the Sharks, 1, because of Aiden, 2, because of Plante, and 3, because they're fucking having a whinge that they can't play at their shitty suburban ground that fits 13,000 in it.
What expand on that a little bit, because what do you mean by
Suburban ground?
They're being sooks.
No, so-
Sharks are sooking about having a home final, I guess.
So
About not having a home.
So because they're technically a suburban ground, because I think it's under 20, is it 28,000 or something? Classes it as a suburban ground, so they have to play
21, I think.
at the closest.
Seabus hold 28.
20
Yes.
does it?
Yes.
So Titans, if Titans make finals, I think if they got it to a prelim, not prelim.
But let's say they were just
Final,
under.
they can do that.
Let's say they were just under 25. They would have to go to Brisbane. They would have to take their final to Suncorp.
Yeah, because it's got to be the closest metropolitan, I think.
Wow. Okay.
But
Didn't know that.
yeah, they were talking about it on Bloke the other day, I think, with how it worked out. But it's like if Panthers get it, they can't play there. They've got to go to CommBank because it's the next biggest. But
Okay.
CommBank, we still get a shitload of fans because it's only a quick train trip up the road.
Let's say it was versus the Eels.
What?
Do you
Shark?
get to opt whether you go? All right, we're going to take it to
No,
CommBank,
it'll
or
be
we'll go
one.
to Allianz.
So I think they do the sound and the commentary different, like the music. So like Panthers will get to come out second. It'll be their music featured heavy, like over whatever, like over Parramatta. But I don't know, but
It's still going to be.
You want 13,000 fucking? It's going to sell out to all the Sharks fans.
Fuck that.
Get the crowds in, bro. It's finals footy. Like fuck me.
You know what that. I'm just going to derail this for a second. That reminds me of my boys' grand final, of Kenyon's grand final. So they made the grand final. They should have had a home grand final. They played against Coogin at Coogin, but got to sit in the home tent.
See, that's shit house.
And then they lost by 2 points.
That's like being able to go into the home sheds.
That's what they do for that's what they do for Dolphins Broncos when it's Dolphins home game.
Yeah.
Fucking Allianz looks amazing, bro. Even in the away sheds.
Wow, what was the game on
They've
the
got
weekend?
all the fucking neon lights and everything up the top. It looks
It's a good stadium.
I love seeing Manly do their.
What was the game on the week? Oh, Cowboys, bro. Did you see how shit the pitch looked? Every time they took a step, bro, the fucking ground was ripping
tearing up. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked horrible, man. Overwatered.
They were at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were up in Townsville.
Yeah, it was at Country Bank Stadium. But yeah, every time they took a step, bro, it just means your turf's overwatered.
So, I'm going the opposite to you for Sharks Cowboys.
You're going Sharkies.
I'm going Sharks all the way to the grand final.
Fucking hell. You know, if they lose this game, they've got the record for most consecutive losses in finals games.
Oh. Well,
They've just tied the record, and Panthers have just tied the record for most consecutive wins in finals games since St. George of the 60s and 70s that won 11 straight.
Also, Nico Hines never won a finals game as a Shark.
And hey, how's
Oh.
your boy Luke Brooks, bro? 100% win rate in the finals.
I don't even have to toot my own
Good on you,
horn.
Brooksy. Fuck
Well
yeah.
done, mate.
Buy of the season.
Well, Critter's not in the finals anymore, is he?
Best defensive half in the game.
Oh, I would put a red hot crack to that, mate. He can fucking.
I think there's a chin that'd have something to say about that. But anyway.
Oh, he did good, didn't he?
Yeah.
Run it up Tessie shoulder.
Who are you going? Manly versus Chooks, mate.
Manly versus Chooks. Sorry,
Remember
Manly.
they got
Hold
no
on.
Sam Walker, they got no Brandon Smith, they got Sandon Smith.
The only one they're bringing
Who the
back
fuck is
JWH this week.
Yeah,
It's a big inclusion, but he's up against his Manly boys.
Sorry, Benny.
And I do like who's your boy?
You got Robinson versus.
Did you see the way, bro?
Oh, your boy off the back fence is going back to the bench this week too. Nathan Brownie back fence.
That's all right. He makes more impact off the bench.
That's what I think too.
Do they have Nat Butcher back, Chooks?
He played this week.
Yeah,
he was out last week, wasn't he?
He played against Penrith.
Oh, did he? So
Yeah.
he was out the week before.
Yeah.
I got me weeks
So
mixed up.
he lost
Okay,
against
yeah.
the Penrith Panthers like 40 points.
Yeah, so you're going to
he's in
lose,
that team.
Benny. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm going Cowboys Manly.
Nice, mate.
Yeah, and I got Sharks Chooks.
Yeah, I'm actually backing Jason for once. We agree on this the podcast.
Do you want to go margins then, Ben? Seeing as Brad's going opposites.
All right, let's go margins.
So I'm going Cowboys 13 plus, and I'm going Manly 1-12.
Oof. I'm going to say Cowboys 1-12, Manly 13 plus.
Oh. Hey, Brad, what do you got?
Stick it in ya. Sharks 1-12, Chooks 1-12.
Yeah, nice. So we all got something different.
Nice.
We'll have to write them on the board, Ben, and leave them up for next week so we don't forget.
Well, Captain Accountability. He will do that.
Someone's got to keep you devils in line.
Cheeky Devils.
Boys, was there anything else on the NRL that you guys wanted to touch on before we move on to our mates' yarns and takes?
Congrats to Harry Grant for fucking first career hat trick, which is actually a bit of a surprise to me.
Not just not
fell over the line
not
for
just his first career hat trick, but the first dummy half ever to score a hat trick in a finals.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
What a game to do it though.
and it's been coming, dude, for so many years.
A lot of people. It's like Ben saying, just got to fall over the line, but it's like, fuck, you got to get there though.
Oh, dude.
You got to get there.
Yeah, but
Like,
Ben doesn't get rugby league.
he does, but it's like, fuck. Well, he does kind of. I'm not washing dishes before my game's over there.
He does definitely not get it.
What about Josh Adokar, mate? Fuck, he's on the fucking on the old
Well,
line to Gus.
So yeah, let's fucking I know, right?
So what do you think?
Let's
Okay.
debunk that a little bit. So
Piss test comes back
from
positive.
the start, yeah.
No, the second one comes back positive, right?
So
we covered this.
first
We
comes
covered
back-
the first half last week, waiting for the
Yeah.
new test. The new test come back
Okay.
positive.
Yeah.
So that means he's lied
Wait,
to Gus.
before that, yeah. He says, Gus, I didn't do it. Gus comes out, defends the fuck out of it.
Instantly before anything happens.
If Josh said it didn't happen, it didn't happen.
Yeah. And now we're
Second
in a
test
real
comes back.
fucking awkward situation.
Bro,
No, Gus. I was waiting for a mate.
Yeah.
Gus ain't the type of guy to take
Who was
that
your
sort
mate?
of shit
Cheese and
lightly.
Latrell and Val Holmes?
Yeah, probably.
Which brings us to the question: where does Adokar end up? I think he ends up at the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
I think maybe it's a clever ploy for that to happen.
I
Because
mean-
Gus ain't going to take it lightly. Gus will sack him.
Gus
We
will,
know
take it. Gus will take it personally.
We saw
Yeah.
how South Sydney came out about it as well. Yes,
Do
they're
you think-
gonna.
nah.
They
South's
fine him
ain't
$100
it.
grand, but then they pay 90 of it.
Souths ain't gonna fucking take him if they've got Latrell there. Like they've taken a stance against him doing
You
it.
reckon?
I'll
Nah.
tell you why they won't take him. Because they got Munro and they got
yeah.
fucking AJ.
Yeah.
Well, AJ's
I mean, AJ's
busted.
yeah.
I think
they're
AJ's
missing a
done.
winger.
Nah, who's their other winger? Who's
No,
the other
they-
one?
Well, they got Tane Milne.
No, their other winger. Fucking, my brain's not working.
I can't think of him either.
Um,
Maybe Tigers,
Okada, the Tigers, fuck.
because then he doesn't have, to
Taruva
move,
and-
doesn't have to move far.
Taruva and
Staines.
Adokar. Yeah.
Staines
Ooh.
is the other. Staines is the other one. So
Staines
imagine,
is Cucker Staines, bro.
yeah,
He's there for
Shit
team
Staines,
morale.
shit Staines, bro.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, fuck, dude. Well, my biggest thing with Adokar is he
looked
started
good. He
the,
looked good in a Tigers jersey.
he started the whole movement to Bulldogs, dude. He was the first one. He was the marquee signing.
No,
Every-
it was him and Billy Army, weren't they? First, they went together the same year.
Yeah, but not at the same time.
Yeah, he probably went first.
Yeah.
I think he was he was
was-
the Bulldogs' first big signing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he attracted a lot of talent to go
Billy
there.
Army comes over, then fucking Charlie Stain.
But
No.
I guess looking
No,
back,
Charlie.
looking back on in hindsight as well, he's probably not the most key player in those signings that came across to the board. You know, you've got Critter, you've got Vili Kikau, as you mentioned. Those guys are probably more prominent to the side than what Josh Adokar's proven to show. Which it's hard. It's big reps to bring from a wing position as well.
But I think now when he signed, he was like one of the best wingers in the comp.
Yeah.
But I think those couple of years and those couple of injuries, he's lost a few meters on his pace.
You think it got to his head a little bit as well? Like there's a lot of confidence coming out of Melbourne, which you can do that.
Well-
but with Bulldogs as well, there was still all this confidence, even though they were losing, and there was all this merch and brands and all these things. But they work so much better if you're winning games.
Well, they're a big dick club. They've been around since '48, I think. That's what they got on their jersey. But the
Dogs,
yeah,
I thought they were like 1908.
nah, they're not a foundation club.
Sorry, boys.
They my mate actually is a ranger, right, down in New South Wales, down in Sydney. And he was walking, he pulled up and he was doing some tickets out and all that shit, doing the
What a
God's
wanker.
work. Anyway, car fucking pulls up in a disabled spot, flash fucking car, and he's like, what the fuck? This cunt's getting a ticket as soon as he gets out. Fucking guess who it is?
Josh.
Gus.
Josh Adokar.
No way.
Gets out, flashy as, dressed up, bro, nice shoes, all this shit on. My mate
TNs,
walks up and he
trackies.
goes, Josh, get the fuck in your car and get out of here, bro. And he's like, what? And he's like, I just got to go pick my nephew up. And he's like, nah. He goes, mate, there is a fucking million people here and you parking in a disabled spot and walking in like that. I said, God, you'll be all over the fucking news.
Yeah.
Go park somewhere else. And he goes, oh, nah, all good, bro, all good. And jumps in his car and goes park somewhere else. But I was just like, fuck, if that's not trying to big dick swing in your area, like, Jesus.
I mean,
Do you think
I reckon that
right,
happens heaps.
So you come from Melbourne Storm, right? Like I have a very strong feeling that all this sort of shit went on while he was there, right? And
I think it
Melbourne
goes on
Storm are
everywhere,
just-
but-
yeah, but there's certain clubs that are just better at covering it up, like better at controlling, like you know. Fucking boys, all right, we're going to organise like a weekend where you actually get to fucking do whatever the fuck you want to do. You're going to be hidden away. You know what I mean? I haven't heard any fucking Mad Monday stories yet, and I'm upset.
It's
No scandals.
it's a little alarming that we can't celebrate the Mad Monday anymore because I think what's your boy's name? Your Manly fan on Instagram, Paddy G. Have you seen? You see his post he put up with the classic Mad Mondays, and it had who was it? Dressed up as The Rock, James Graham dressed up as Duffman, like the dress up days for Mad Monday and shit. Dude, I fucking love that shit. I wish we could see more of that.
Yeah. But they refrain from doing a lot of that stuff because it all ends up getting posted on social media and that. The players
of 2004.
But I reckon that stuff happens all the time as well. Like, I reckon.
Yeah, I just think like some clubs are just better at covering shit up.
Yeah.
And that's why Addo Carr's gone from Melbourne, where he probably did it all the time, to down to fucking Bulldogs, where it's like fucking.
You know what the key is in Melbourne though? Nobody gives a fuck about rugby league down there.
Yeah, it's perfect. You're hidden.
Like,
bro.
you're hiding in plain sight.
Yeah. No, literally, no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Just quickly as well, I guess you know how Jason was mentioning there that you sort of organise a weekend away. Or it might have been you. Mention a weekend away where everything's all tucked away and nothing's being said. They probably don't own a podcast. When we went away for one of our team meetings, we had one of those weekends away where, hey boys and girls, if everybody achieves a certain thing with our work, then we can go down to a place in Byron Bay, and we're going to hire like an Airbnb, and we'll go down there for some drinks and just spend a weekend down there. You can relax. Sweet. All right, cool. What's this goal? Anyway, we set out the goal. We smash it. So we're going to Byron Bay. We're going with the crew, and we rock up, and we're about probably an hour in. The scenery, everything's amazing. Before somebody asks, does anyone get a bag?
Nice.
Anyway, we end up asking one of the other guys who worked for us, and he happened to know someone in the local area. So, he's sort of throwing out how many do you want, all this sort of thing. So,
is this another Foxtel story?
This isn't Foxtel. No, this is Jim Yarn.
Previous
company that I used to not the current company that I work for. Previous company, and they go, all right, so we want to get probably two or three. And anyway, the bro goes, all right, sweet, I'm going to organise it. All right, bro's going to be here in about an hour and a half. So we're like, all right, sweet, it's coming. Everyone gets excited, so we're all drinking and all those sorts of things. Anyway, the guy rocks up, and the guy that works for us goes outside, and he comes back and he goes, all right, so who's got the coin? We all look at my boss and we're like, all right, so how much is it? And he's sort of thinking like around $1,000 or whatnot. The bro's ordered 2 ounces.
What?
Holy shit.
And he's rocked up expecting the money for 2 ounces worth.
Fucking hell, cunt.
So we're all standing there like, what the fuck? Fuck, what do we do?
We don't give a kidney or what?
Anyway, the owner goes, all right, fuck it. We're just going to have to buy it. Like, we buy it.
That's a good boss.
So, yeah, good boy. And so we go back to we get back into our Airbnb and we're like, fuck, what do we do with all this shit? We're like, all right, we're just going to come up with some random stuff. So we come up with a game, and we'd put a timer on for, I think it was like a minute. And somebody would just yell out a random yarn, whatever it might be, and you had to speak about that for 1 minute after doing 2 or 3, and you had to speak about it without saying or ah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was like a minute long or whatnot, and if you slipped up and said or ah, so you had to do another one.
You would have been fucked, cunt.
I was slipping
Because
the
you
ums
say
and ahs.
you say and ah every third word.
I was saying it on purpose by the end of it. Just go, give me another.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You've done a quarter by yourself.
it was a fucking wild weekend, but I think it was highly due to the amount of stuff that we consumed.
The over order.
Yeah, over ordered. Alrighty, boys, that's going to move us on to our mates' yarns and takes before we wrap this one up tonight. But we've only got a short one from Georgie Malik. He is our man over at Brouhaha, but he sent through a 15-second memo. So if there's any takes on this, we'll give it after it. Thanks for sending this one in, George.
Liam Martin is a dog. Like, no shit. That's probably the best Liam Martin performance I've seen. That dude's a dog.
Little bark.
Oh, bro's had at least a case of brouhaha before he sent that through.
He's on the old. Sounds like he's on the peanut butter bucker
fuckers,
cups.
bro.
Oh fuck! I love Georgie.
Oh, I've got a yarn actually off the back of that, and I'm pretty sure you're right, Jason. He's on the peanut butter knucker fuckers.
Yeah.
he gave me one, and he said just have half. Like if you have any more than half, you're gonna be fucked. And I had a quarter, and I was fucked, dude. I had it at midnight. This is after we went to Surface with the boys for Brouhaha and shit.
Yeah.
And he fucking slipped it in my pocket. Anyway, went home that night. I was sitting there. It was midnight, and I said, "Oh," to Anna, I was like, "Oh, fucking, I'm too hype." I was like, "I'm just gonna have like a quarter of this before I go to bed."
You're too hyped.
Yeah.
You're going to have more shit to keep you up.
No, it's peanut butter knucker fucker, bro.
Yeah.
And anyway,
They do a job.
it's edible.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I didn't want to say it out loud, but you didn't get it. Anyway,
You don't need to beat around the bush here, mate.
and I fucking anyway, I had a quarter because he told me to have a half.
Nothing.
I woke up the next day, dude, at
You're a
about
motherfucker here.
and I woke up the next day and I shit you not, I couldn't feel my arms.
The next day.
Like 8 hours later, dude, could not feel my arms, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, just like walking around, like I can literally I can't pick anything up. Like I was completely fucked off this quarter of a peanut butter knucker fucker.
Have you had the remainder 3/4?
No, they're in the fridge still, dude.
Wow.
I'm scared.
I think no.
We
What
should
take it
thirds.
before the pod next week.
We've got
It
I've
won't
got
do-
3 parts.
I'm telling you, it's not going to do nothing to me.
I've got 3 parts.
Bro,
Honestly, share it between you two, and I'll just get baked as fuck before the pod.
no, you got to have some.
Have
It's
a
not.
peanut butter
I'm
knucker
telling you,
fucker.
it's not. It won't do anything. It never does anything to me.
Bro, I smoked heavily for 14 years.
Brad.
14 years I smoked heavily.
All right, let me show you.
Let's just let him have it.
You
See
should
if it
have
does
the whole
nothing.
thing.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh yes.
easily, easily,
I'm so happy about that.
easily.
Hey, we'll give him half. And
Well,
we'll have a,
You guys will be
Well,
like,
oh,
fuck,
no,
Benny's
no, we'll give
operates
him-
better when he's high.
I'll give you the 3/4, and I've got some from.
Give me your most hectic
from,
stuff.
from mum at work.
What are you doing
I've
on
got
Saturday?
I've got some little edibles as well.
What are you
that
doing
aren't
on
as strong.
Saturday?
Hey,
No, Saturday I got
Saturday
some
night.
shit. Saturday I got shit to do. It's Kenyon's birthday on Friday, so on Saturday we're probably gonna get take him to Surface to like Infinity and.
Doesn't he have footy
slingshot.
prezos?
Nice.
No, that was
this
last
weekend?
week.
Oh damn, yeah.
Dude, he got fucking. He wasn't even there. He was on holiday with his mum in Airlie Beach. Kid fucking wins like all these like special awards and shit, dude. I was like,
Not there to get him.
No, it wasn't
Dang.
there to get him.
Oh well,
All
he'll
right,
trophies
well-
come home too.
strap yourselves in, guys, because next week's going to be a bit of a ride for the podcast. By the sounds of it, if it's everything that the Knuckleluckers aim it up to be.
Yeah.
But
I can't wait.
before we officially send it out, boys, is there any last comments from you guys that you guys want to make?
Yeah, not too much. Look, I'm fucking bandwagoning here, and I shouldn't be, but up the Sharks, but fuck you, Plante.
Plante.
Yeah, fuck you, Plante, but up the Sharks.
More important games on Friday night. Up the fucking Swannies. Got the prelim for the grand final.
I thought you were going to say up Manly.
Nah, I would never say that. I'll tip them, but I'm not going to say that.
That's why I thought you said it.
Nah, up the Swannies are into the prelim this weekend, so that'll be a good game Friday night.
Cool.
Good stuff, brother.
Alrighty, guys. That is going to do us for this week's episode. Again, guys, before you tune out, make sure that you go over to our Spotify podcast, whatever that you're listening to. You can actually put a comment on our Spotify, and that actually really helps us out and gives us a little bit of feedback as well as push the podcast. So make sure that you drop your favorite part of the podcast, maybe your unfavorite part of the podcast.
Do we get to see their comments?
We do. We do. So we
Best
get
comment wins something.
Oh, okay.
It might be a peanut butter bucker fucker.
Something.
So make sure that you head over to our Spotify and comment because there's not going to be
I don't think you're going to be scrapping between 20, 30, 40 people, but if you can head over and just chuck a comment on, you will be in the mix for a bit of a prize from Brad.
Yes.
Alrighty, guys. Until next week, thank you all for listening. Later, bowl.
Bye.
Daddy.